Welcome to the Mazu, everybody. We're back with Star Trek Adventures on Constellation. Heroes of Awesome Constellation is back on Tuesday. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We're glad you're here. And I'm glad you all are here because we have another missing person. JR could not be here again this time. He actually called me just a few minutes ago. He apparently got a call that his mom fell and was on her way to the ER, so he had to go take care of things. So take care, JR. Take care of you and your mom. Make sure everything's kosher and everything. Hope you guys are doing okay. It sounds like she's going to be fine just from what he heard, but still, that's scary stuff. So just make sure everything's okay. We'll be thinking of you over here while we're playing. But anyways, we do have the adventure going on. We're all here ready to play. I do want to dive into a lot of stuff. We're actually going to start off a little different today because we're going to start off with a little bit of metagaming. So everyone here has hit milestones, and in Star Trek Adventures, that's kind of how you level up characters. It's not the same as D&D leveling up, but milestones let you change some of the things about your character. I just realized I'm still wearing my cans.
You are?
I thought it was a choice.
No, that was not a choice. That's all right. I was like, why is
But
this
can
so
we,
weird?
what if you wear those to like signify metagaming?
Oh yeah, that's it. Here we go.
This is how.
So every time somebody asks a question, I'll be like in the middle, and then no, so the word track works.
Sorry.
It's helpful. Yes.
I
Very
literally
helpful.
was sending him messages with questions at 2 in the morning.
It's true.
I was like,
already
please don't
asleep.
answer this now.
I love that I got this morning. I was like, no, I wasn't going to answer that last night. I was up late working on stuff, but I still wasn't going to answer. Anyway, we're going to start off with some metagaming, and then we're going to get back into the adventure and everything. Let's knock a few things out of here first, in case you didn't know. Hi, my name is Mark. I'm the GM for this adventure. Over here to my left and on the top of your screen, we've got Barrett, Cindy, and Angie. Over to my right on the bottom of the screen, we've got Jordan and Kate. And we're the crew of the Mazu. They're the crew of the Mazu. I'm just the guy that hangs out.
You're sometimes the crew.
Sometimes the crew, yeah.
George would be nothing without
You
you.
are.
You are
You're
frequently
technically
the
the vast
crew.
majority
Frequently,
of the
I am frequently the
I think
crew.
you're also the ship,
I
right?
might also be the ship. We're not sure. I don't know. I'm half of Starfleet on top of it all.
I haven't had one of those moments where I'm just having a long conversation with the computer yet, and I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Oh God, no! I don't have a good computer.
How's your
voice.
Magil Barrett
It's
impression?
really bad. Really, really bad. Oh, so bad. But that's
Time to
okay.
get to work.
I know. I'll just get a bunch of like
changed
sound
the settings
cues.
on it.
I'm gonna get sound cues and just play them like Magil Barrett talking. Anyway, anybody got anything they want to pimp before I start pimping our own stuff real quick? Streaming Wednesdays, Sundays.
Yeah, same old stuff. My wife Jen Brown will be playing games on Wednesdays and Sundays. Wednesday at 8:30 and Sundays at 2 p.m. Playing whatever games you choose on Wednesday. So go check out @Jen Brown Plays on Twitter to vote. And on Sunday she plays what she wants. Right now it's been Celeste, a very frustrating game. So if you like to see a grown woman scream and swear, definitely
This
tune
is
in
the show.
on Sundays.
I super want to see that.
It's
actually.
pretty great.
That's good.
A lot
She
of salt.
loves the game, but you die a lot, and she just cannot stop herself from cursing. It's
Well,
awesome.
you know.
I mean, you have that.
Something to be said for that.
Anybody else got anything? Well, wait.
If you are on the west coast of the United States this weekend and you are not going to Comic-Con, come join us in San Francisco. Cindy and I are going to be there for the West Coast Musical Improv Festival with our troupe Indigo Shift.
Woohoo!
And we are playing at the Unscripted Theater Saturday night at 7 p.m. And come hang out. It's San Francisco. It's where Starfleet is, so it ties in
I'll be
somehow.
playing a mandolin for the first time in a year.
Wow.
I'm very excited about
When
it.
is that again? When's the date?
Saturday at 7 p.m.
Saturday, 7 p.m.
Saturday.
This Saturday
It's
night.
coming Saturday at 7 p.m.
Yes. So if you're around the Bay Area at that time where you can get there fairly easily, come and join us and hang out afterwards, and we'll go and have libations. And
Y'all remind me after we're done so
Conversations.
that I can like make like a promo to put up on our feeds and everything like that. So
cool.
we
Yeah,
like
yeah,
go
yeah,
out and
for
do
sure.
the things. But totally remind me of that stuff.
The Zilker Summer Musical is finally up and running.
Hey.
It's The Little Mermaid. It's free admission. It's actually not too hot once it gets going because it doesn't start till 8:15 and right as the sun is setting.
You're saying that it's better down where it's wetter?
No.
No. No, actually, not at all.
Little Mermaid.
No.
Have the
That's a
license.
lyric
I
from
mean,
the
it's
damn
it's
song.
not. It shouldn't be wet. I mean, it gets kind of dewy, but that sounds worse.
Would you say that it gets moist?
Can we?
But
See, I was quoting the song, and now y'all are making it dirty. So
look,
it's not
what
my
I'm
fault.
saying is, I just spent 2 months in an unair-conditioned warehouse working on costumes.
So definitely moist.
I'm gonna put a ban on that word. It's not a good
It's very
word.
unfortunate because the next NPC comes through is actually named Moist.
Yeah. Instant moist.
Instant Moist.
I love the word. That's a
He's a
rabbit hole.
benzite.
Moist.
Of course he's a
Of course, he's a
benzite.
benzite.
Or if you say it in French, wast.
Wasp. Yes, is that better?
You know what? It tempers it somehow.
It really
For people
does.
Who have the aversion to the word we determined at a previous event. Wast can get through the filters. I don't
Oh,
know.
there you
I don't
go.
have that
Wast.
filter, so.
My name is Instant Wast.
I mean, it's got a je ne
No?
sais quoi. I'm sorry.
So this has been a great.
It's been a lot of fun.
Did Morgan just put herself out on airlock?
It's weird. She's just floating out there.
Both of her fingers seem to. Oh, okay.
Oh, I got that.
Seriously, weekends, 8:15.
How long's it run?
Hillside Theater. It's running through. It's 5 weeks total, and I think that includes this past weekend. So like, there's at least 3, if not 4 more weekends going, and I think it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights. But you can go like look up.
Look up Zilker Hillside Theater. You'll find
But
it.
I can vouch for like the performers are really, really fantastic people, and also just really talented performers. It's
Awesome.
a lot of fun. They updated the story a lot from the animated film. It's less weird. People actually have motivations now.
What?
Oh,
It's
wow.
great.
I like that.
But is it less weird than the original fairy tale?
My question, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. 'cause
Real
That's
damn
really
weird.
weird. It's
Yeah.
really
Well,
weird.
it's still not the like. It's still not as creepy as the original fairy tale, which I
Okay.
don't actually know all the details of because I haven't listened to
it's
it.
Dark,
Yeah.
dark, dark.
Look it up
dark,
on
dark, dark.
Wikipedia.
Yeah.
We won't.
Yeah. Pretty sure it involves people eating feet or something. I don't know.
Wikipedia that bad boy. Pimping something else out. We've been wanting to do this for a while. We've been talking about it for a while, and we finally just kind of like jumped off the cliff and did it. Here's what we got going on. That's right. We've got a shirt. We've been talking about this ever since Kate had that great line in the middle of that episode. Anomalies happen. We're like, that's going to be a T-shirt. So we made a T-shirt. This version of the T-shirt is the only time I'm going to do it in a raglan version. Those awesome kind of like baseball tees, which are really, really cool. So if you want to grab one of those things, you're going to have to get it through the store that we've got right here. So do that. Go to pre-order right now. Go to heroesofawesome.com/shop. You'll see the thing there along with all the coasters for D&D and everything we do as well. Over time, I'll add more stuff. But right now, we're doing a pre-order. Please buy that because I got to tell you, I've got a microphone that needs a new element, y'all. And the shirts, if we make any money off these, it's going to like help the equipment because I've got a couple of mics that are actually in pretty bad shape right now. So help us out, help the stream, do the pre-order thing right here because it's awesome. And if you're also a patron on Patreon and you didn't know this right now, there's also a coupon, so you get an even bigger discount. So you can get it. You can get super cheap. Like you're not going to find it. It's super cheap. Anyway, I don't want to jump into the log right now because we do want to metagame a little bit. And this is about the milestones. Milestones are basically whenever a character goes through a certain number of events throughout the campaign, they achieve a milestone. They get to choose something they can do, and it usually involves switching around some attributes, changing some focuses or talents. So if maybe your computer's not as high as you want, control's not as high as you want, and your presence is stupid high, you can switch those by like one number and everything. We've also been talking a lot about talents and focuses. So everybody has the opportunity to take part in a milestone and a spotlight milestone, which are two pretty big things. Now, you don't have to, you can save them for later. If you don't know what you want to do or you're not sure what to do, you can save them for later. And I think, Angie, you were saying you might save yours. Because just not
Do
sure
they
yet.
have to be chosen at another like milestone contextual time or mid game?
I think technically they're supposed to be done like when you get a milestone, like you can save milestones for a future milestone.
I see.
But I mean, I could be like talked into it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But right now you want to save it though.
I think so. Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Cindy, you really were digging into all of the things that could possibly work.
Yes.
You, what did you come up with? Are you like, or do you? I was like, I don't know.
So,
I don't know.
I'm gonna swap out one of my focuses for the spotlight.
What do you?
Or is that the regular? No, that's the normal one.
I think so. I don't know. Let me
Yeah.
look it up.
So I want to swap out Starfleet Protocol for self-defense because
practical?
You know, all of Izzy's focuses are like super duper just Starfleet officer and engineering things, and I'm a real wimp in a fight, so I would like to at least be able to stop getting pounded into the ground every time you come.
Well, you just got to quit training against Morganth, and then you might be able to hold.
Well,
I'm
that's
making
the
her
thing.
better.
Well, and with the character background, like she knows how to fight well enough to not get her ass kicked every time. So
And the
I
fact
want
you
to
are
actually
is-
put that in there.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So yeah, like she's not a great fighter, which is a sense of some distress for her, but she can at least like defend herself. So basically, like the thing with dropping Cade is like that's her thing.
All right. Fair enough.
So that's what I'm doing there, and I'm still trying to decide on the talent. But I'm
Okay.
going to get rid of jury rig just because I'm not super comfortable with the idea of having a talent that ultimately breaks things. So I've made it used to it.
That seems
So-
fair.
Which is funny because I used jury rig to replace something else during character creation.
So just for people watching who don't know what jury rig does.
So jury rig is I have them all written down somewhere. Where did I put them? Okay. So jury rig is whenever you attempt an engineering task to perform repairs, you may reduce the difficulty by 2 to a minimum of 0. If you do this, however, then the repairs are only temporary and will last only a single scene, plus 1 additional scene per momentum spent, repeatable before they fail again. Jury rigged repairs can only be applied once, and the difficulty to repair a device that has been jury rigged increases by 1. And basically, my engineering discipline score is high enough that like I can just fix things.
There you go. You don't need
So
that.
I don't want to jury
Yeah,
rig
fair
it.
enough.
I want to just fix it.
Just fix it.
And I do. So I never use the talent.
Fix it.
Fair enough. Barrett, what do you got
So-
going on?
So I
don't
wanted to swap out a couple of things here. Let me bring up our conversation.
We have a Discord channel where we like have conversations with these things and discuss things. So yeah, if you haven't joined our Discord, you can join our Discord as well. Should be an invite in the doobly-doo. Check the doobly-doo for an invite.
Get it.
Do the thing.
Is that a technical term?
It is. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Exactly.
So there's the option to swap talents and attributes and focuses
Uh-huh.
and talents. You get to choose one of
Right.
one of each of those kind of.
Talent for the spotlight, correct? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Uh-huh.
So I get to. I want to change 2.
You want to change 2 of the talents?
No, just 1 talent and 1 value.
That works.
Right.
Well,
That's-
what is the value? Because technically the value is supposed to be challenged before you can switch it out.
okay. Let me take a look. What was my value?
Or maybe
I wanted to swap out by the book.
Well,
Okay.
I'd say that's been challenged.
that's been challenged. That
Yeah,
has been
because I've
challenged.
definitely gone against the book a bunch.
That's fair, yeah. What do you want to change it
I
to?
want to change it to Don't Trust Romulans because we discovered that through roleplay and I really like it. And you notice I'm not picking jump to conclusions because that's not a value.
True.
It's just a thing, and he knows it's not. It's just a mental exercise.
It's a trait.
He doesn't believe a lot of the stuff, the conclusions he comes to. He just can't help his brain from doing it, so he says them. But he's not like, all of these are true, or any one of these is true. It's just, here's me jumping to
It
conclusions.
is vitally important to my life that I jump to conclusions.
But it is vitally important that he does not like Romulans.
Right.
Because they are the antithesis of what he believes the universe should be.
So how would that relate? Because again, now I'm being straight off by the book here. It's supposed to be you challenged your value, you're going to replace it with something that is related to what challenged that. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
That's
like
interesting.
like that challenge to your value,
Oh, it's growth.
it's growth. Thank you. The word,
It's the
small five-letter word I
yeah,
couldn't
but
think
it's
of.
like the quantitative version of growth. Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is.
Okay. All right.
I mean, not that I'm
No.
dissing the Romulan thing because it's
No,
fun.
I just felt like that was something that was discovered through roleplay, but it was not what challenged me to
Right.
ditch by the book. What challenged me to ditch by the book was being confronted by a couple of actual situations where it's like, no, you got to do what's right in that moment.
So is that your new value?
There's got to be a better way to put it.
Yeah, probably.
Trust your instincts, or
I like what's right in the moment, though.
Or just do what's right.
Always do
Do
what's
the right
right.
thing?
Just,
Do the right thing.
you've
the right
got
thing.
to do the right thing.
just call it a Spike Lee joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I think do the right thing is kind of the right deal. I got my pen. I'll get your pen. I already have your pen.
I already have your pen.
My pen.
We'll just keep doesn't like Ronan's is another just like
Just a character
quirk.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe once we run into
a fun
Romulans
little
that'll
quirk.
change.
It might change, yes. Maybe that's like a...
Damn green-blooded hobgoblins.
Speaking of green-blooded hobgoblins...
Oh wait, I had one more.
Oh, you had one more?
Yeah, it was I get to change a
Oh, yeah, that's right. What's your value? Or, that was your value.
Right,
Your
that was the
talent.
value. And then for focus, where did it go? Sorry, just 1 second. That was the value.
Thanks,
Oh, untapped potential, which is supposed to be kind of like you're a new officer.
Yeah.
Untested.
Right.
I always felt like I picked that because of kind of how we had talked about the character.
Yeah.
But we've kind of seen that he's
Oh, you've been tested.
pretty capable.
He's been tested. I'm fine with you losing that at this point.
Yeah.
And the details on using it are kind of weird.
They're really awful. It's really long and it's just a mess. The first thing I would want to change it to is cold reading, which is a social
Yes. That
and
one
much
is
more in
cool.
line with what my character concept is.
Yeah.
There's like this social battle mechanic that we haven't run into yet, and I feel like would be super useful
Right.
because basically just gives me a bonus on
Do it.
figuring stuff out about somebody and then being able to get like a free. I think what you do is if you succeed, you get like a free insight.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Cool.
So I'll switch that out.
Jordan, have you thought about your stuff?
I have. And there is an option with the milestones that you can donate your milestone to. With the regular milestone, it is that you can use it to, that it can be used to change the stats of one of the crew members, one of the NPC crew members.
Right.
And the spotlight can be donated to change some of the ship stats.
Yep.
So I'm pretty happy with Cade's mechanical build. Like his numbers are where I want them. Focuses have been working out for me. Talents are really good. So there's nothing I really want to like swap out for him or change right now.
Right.
So I think he's definitely growing as a person, but like not in a way that I can make reflective on the sheet.
Yeah.
So I'd like to pass those.
To a crew and a ship.
Yes.
Okay.
And I have placed Cindy as the resident expert on the ship, and its needs to handle both of those. So that I've left those decisions in her hand.
Well, that is some trust right there.
I trust my rocket.
Look at that. That's awesome. So what's the decision there, Cindy?
We're gonna go with improved shield
Good.
recharge, unless anyone else has other thoughts.
It doesn't
I
sound
will
like it,
say there were a few of the offensive ones that were like the quantum torpedoes or the rapid fire torpedoes.
No.
That I thought would be fun.
Yeah.
But this will be much more useful
Next
because
time.
basically, so improved shield recharge, which requires a security of 3 or more, which we actually have security is one of our higher.
4.
Actually, it's our highest department. Oddly enough, it's at a 4. Like, sensors and security are our highest systems and departments, which I thought was kind of funny and it made sense at the time. But
Patrol. You want to censor the thing and then shoot people if you need to.
So yeah, but then also like we can get out real fast.
Yeah.
So what that means is it's the ship's deflector shields have redundant capacitors and emitter arrays that allow the shields to be recharged and replenished much more efficiently. So whenever the regenerate shield task is successful, the ship regains 3 points of shields plus 3 more for each more momentum spent, repeatable instead of the normal amount, which is usually less.
It's like one.
It's
per-
one.
It's
One
one.
and then additional
Yeah,
momentum.
so being able to get 3 is huge, especially the momentum thing. So like if we can spend 2 momentum and basically restock our shields,
That would be helpful.
Yes.
because then
I
that
like that.
means I don't spend all my time running around desperately trying to fix all the broken things and getting 5 breaches per battle.
Yeah.
Instead, we just don't get breaches.
I'm sure there will still be breaches.
Turtle up.
Yeah.
Turtle up. Yeah.
Turtle up. Turtle up.
So we're doing
Tank
improved
with a jet
shields.
Improved
Got it.
shield recharge.
Shield recharge. Got it.
Yes.
And then
Check
what
as well.
about the crew? Who are you fixing up on the crew?
I don't think we decided yet.
Now's your chance.
Con guy.
I mean, I had proposed, just since it was my point, I had proposed Jorsh, but his stats are actually pretty good for what we need him for. So you had mentioned either McCourt.
I think con would make a lot of
As
sense.
like I think we definitely need more of a con.
So here's the
So
thing.
one of our-
So Rayla?
We have 2 ensigns that actually have pretty good con. We've got one that's at 4 and one that's at 3. So
Yeah.
we could get Rayla up to 4, and then we could have 2
Quality
Yeah.
con.
pretty good con. The rest of them are all at 1 or 2, along
Yeah.
with the rest of us,
Yep.
except for Ramirez.
Yeah, I think it makes sense because we want to start using the runabout more in combat.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
thought.
Is we should have either 1 hot shot or 2 really good.
Well, we have
We
to
have a
2
hot
then.
shot.
We have a
Would
hot
be-
shot. The problem is we have to have a second con officer
Yeah.
Yeah.
in order to use the runabout.
2 force is good. I,
force
Yeah,
is
2
good?
force would be great. So
Yeah.
let's give Nelson.
Nelson's going to get a 4 on con, and we got to bring something down. So is that going to bring
Oh,
the command
dear.
down?
Yeah, that's...
From 4 to 3?
That's
What about
fine.
presence?
Well, it has to be one of.
It has to be one of
it
our-
It has
not-
to
not
be,
one of our
yeah.
ones.
Yeah, I think command from
Yeah.
4 to 3 is fine.
Okay.
That just makes them even with McCourt, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, very
Because the rest of her stuff she cannot afford to drop anymore.
interesting. Those are some interesting characters we got rolling there. Rayla still is definitely the command track on those, but
It's actually really fun that we have so many of these brand new officers, because like that makes the wacky spread like really appropriate.
oh yeah, that's totally appropriate. Yep. Okay, so we've brought Ensign Nelson up so that she's kick-ass on the con, and we've given the Mazu improved shields.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. That brings us to Morganth.
Daggers.
I'm sorry, daggers.
I want daggers for
daggers.
eyes.
Daggers are my focus.
Jordan's really gonna lose it now.
They're a
She
value.
gets
They're-
daggers. She still doesn't have a rifle.
I have a
Still
value in
want that
these
damn
daggers.
I value daggers.
I think I'll probably hold on to it for the moment.
Okay.
I can't really think at this point what I want to change. So
I mean, if you're happy with where your stuff is right now, and I mean, it's just like you donated yours because you're happy where you're at, and maybe when we get the next milestone, you're like, oh no, I need this.
So is that a
Yeah, okay.
talent? So is that a talent you're looking at? Or it's the one that includes talents?
Just looking at all the things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, because the 2 different milestones have different sets of things. to
Yes.
do.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, since I was looking back at the Discord, I would like to toggle some of my attributes if that's one of the options that I do have.
Yeah.
I want to lose 1 presence and gain 1 for daring.
Do it.
Okay.
Cool. And that is going to be your normal milestone, right?
Correct.
So you'll still have your spotlight milestone you're holding on to.
Correct.
Okay.
I do just want to put out there that while I was going through all the talents, there was one that really stuck out that would be great for someone on the crew to have, which is quick to action, which means during the first round of any combat, you and your allies may ignore the normal cost to retain the initiative, which is a super sweet thing. It basically means we can get 2 rounds off on whoever we're fighting before
Right. Before they can do
get
anything.
to fight back.
Just to be clear on this, change your attributes, Angie. That's the spotlight.
Oh, it is the spotlight.
Yeah, the attributes is spotlight. The disciplines is your normal milestone.
Yeah.
okay.
So the 2.
Okay. I see. Yeah, it was okay. I know how to read this chat now. All right.
I actually might switch, take 1 from my reason and give it to daring.
Okay. Reasoning. Okay.
But then
sure.
what do I donate to the ship?
You don't have to donate anything to the ship.
Sure, but what do I donate to the ship?
That's up to you guys. I don't know.
Well, what's left
Cindy and I
over?
had a big conversation
Is
about
it,
this.
so that was the spotlight, so it would be the regular milestone.
Well, what you're doing is you're doing the regular milestone. The spotlight's where you donate to the ship.
then
So
I
one
can't
you-
change an attribute.
You can change an attribute.
But your attribute
normal
is your
milestone.
spotlight, which means you can't donate to the ship. But
That's
you can
what I'm saying,
donate
yeah.
to one of the crew.
Wait, is that right? Yes.
Regular milestone, you can
Yes.
donate to one of the crew.
Yes.
One of the NPCs.
So you have a choice. You can switch out your attribute or you can donate to the ship.
So, if there's something you'd like to adjust on poor Mendron,
A lot of things I'd like to adjust on porn.
Yeah, I do want to do that. I do want to switch, or I want to do that.
Okay.
And then
The drama, the anticipation, waiting for who on the crew gets buffed. You seem torn.
Speaking of, was it Rip Torn that recently passed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Rip
Uh-huh.
Rip Torn?
Rip Torn.
Bummer.
Mhm.
Bummer.
Rip Rip?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see what you did there.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I did the same thing on Facebook, so don't worry.
Oh.
Okay.
He knew that was going to happen.
I mean,
Yeah.
he probably did, honestly.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that's going to happen.
Or
Just
did his
go.
mom know?
When I die, they're going to say rip, rip. I know it.
That was pretty good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good.
Graduated the same theater program as me and Kate.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Huh.
went to UT.
Didn't realize that.
Studied with B. Iden Payne himself.
Oh,
Wow.
I have a story. I have a story about Jen's theater program.
Yeah.
Before we jump into more tangential stories, do you know what you want to do yet, or do you want to? I'm going to take that silence as a no. It's going to be a no. She doesn't know what to do yet. We can hold off on that.
It's cool.
Just keep thinking.
And let's dive into the adventure. And did I skip something on you? You were talking about something on yours.
I haven't decided on that talent, but
Oh.
I think so. Basically, it comes down to one that helps with work track, and one with an extended task, and one that is
That's
just
right.
basically every time I succeed in an engineering task, I can also get more power.
It's a tough decision.
can I just have daggers?
If she gets daggers, I get a rifle.
No, that's not how it works, Jordan. You've
That's
spent
not how it
yours.
works at all. That's not how it works at all.
You need to go to the dagger store.
Go to the
I
Daggers
have
are
daggers
good.
at home.
There's only one dagger store in space.
Right, since I can do attributes and disciplines, I am going to talk on my disciplines a little bit as well.
Okay, what
Just
are you
make
gonna do
it
there?
easy. I'm going to add one to security and subtract one from science.
Okay, fair enough.
Did you say I have daggers at home?
Yeah.
Daggers at home, 2 butter knives.
No, they're real daggers.
It wouldn't
She
surprise
has
me.
actual
Yeah,
daggers
yeah,
in
that
them.
doesn't surprise me. Doesn't
That
surprise
just
me at all.
reminded me of the meme that's going around right now.
I've seen her Instagram with her fighting people. It doesn't surprise me. That
Yeah.
she's daggers all over the place, yeah.
Wait, does that mean I get to have a 6-hour as one of my weapons?
A what?
No, I'm just.
You
Is-
don't want a 6 hour.
Is personal effect, is that a talent, or?
I mean,
Because you
Yeah,
can take
no,
personal
they're-
effect and
they're
use that.
fine.
Yeah, yeah,
But not
yeah.
in
Hold
space.
on. Where is this?
you don't want a
Oh,
6
yeah.
hour in space.
Yeah,
No.
that's
Oh.
Because that's what
deterrent
Ramirez used for
strategy
his personal
sure.
force field.
Yeah, yeah. He did something. It has an opportunity cost. You could do a personal effect with that.
Can I get a force field?
If you take the personal effect, what is the person? Where is
So
my
the
thing? I
character
think
may
it's-
select something item with an opportunity cost of 2, or 2 items with an opportunity cost of 1 each. Neither items may have an escalation cost greater than 1. See Chapter 8 Equipment and Technology.
But is that a
Details.
talent?
The character may select this multiple times.
That's a talent,
It's a
right?
talent.
It's talent.
Yeah.
Okay, so since that's a talent,
I just want another talent. I don't want to give one up. I just want another one.
That's not going to
let me
happen.
think.
do
No,
that to the end of the
I don't
I
think
also
that's
want a
gonna
rifle.
happen. No, it's not gonna happen.
You never
either.
know unless you ask. Why applaud you for asking?
It's
We do
gonna
have
be a
rifles
while.
on the
I did.
ship, right?
There are rifles on the ship.
I could go check one out if I
Potentially, yeah.
Stated.
Okay, cool.
Go to the
That's fine.
Go to the rifle library.
Check out a rifle. Do you have
That's
your
what they call-
rifle
that's
card?
another word for
Is that
armory.
the book depository?
Because
in
that
Dallas, or-
rifle library.
Where's the rifle? That's when I say
I'm so
space
sorry.
elevator.
It's like when you can't remember, like, yeah, a total, like the guy
Where
who was
is
like,
the
I'm a,
rifle
yeah, I can't,
library?
name of it. Oh,
I went to the space elevator to go to the rifle library.
Yeah.
Hang on, if there are replicators on the ship, can we just replicate some daggers for her whenever she wants?
So here's how that kind of works. The talent to have the personal item eliminates the opportunity cost for getting these weapons. But anytime you want to load up with something that's not your standard Starfleet kit, that's an opportunity cost, which costs momentum.
Okay.
So you can, if you have momentum.
Look, I've already written it on my sheet.
But that just means
has to
anytime
be.
you want daggers, we just spend a momentum.
Or give me threat.
Yeah.
And I think an opportunity cost on a dagger would probably be a 1 off the top of my head. So it would just cost me, or cost you, 1 momentum, or give me 1 threat.
I wrote it down, so
So that's what's going to happen from
Cool.
now on.
I have it.
It has been done, so say we all.
Yeah, you got
So you swap out one of your talents for personal effect.
No.
No,
That's
it's
what. But that's what.
She's just
Or what is
gonna
that?
she's
Okay.
just gonna pay
Okay,
me
then can I
threat.
have a rifle?
That opportunity cost is at least 2. It might be 3.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah. So I'll have to check on the
I'll
opportunity.
just check out a rifle.
You can have a rifle.
In a pinch, you can. You just gotta use a
Okay.
threat.
Okay.
all you
Or
gotta
if we
do.
have a lot of momentum.
And there's also an escalation cost too, because when you use a rifle or when you bring a rifle to an away mission, that's an escalation cost, which also gives me threat. So you're giving me threat to get it,
Sure.
and then you're giving me threat
It's like you're
having
inviting trouble, is what it sounds like.
it. Pretty much, yeah.
Or
If you're taking
We're
the rifle,
ensuring you'll
marksmanship. My
need the
marksmanship
rifle.
focus
Yes.
with phasers.
Creating
That's
a
the
situation.
compromise. I'll say.
it's a compromise. Okay.
I can use my marksmanship focus with my phasers because you haven't let me do that so far. Which is why I need because otherwise I can't use it.
Where is the marksmanship thing in here?
It's a focus.
It's focus.
Yeah.
I am going to take Mendron. I'm going to take one of his science, so he'll go down to 2 science, be at a 5 security.
Maybe now he won't shoot me in the back.
Okay.
No, he'll just do it better.
You'll just hit the back of your head.
Needs it this time. Okay,
Glad
so what
I
you do?
rolled that
Took down a
replacement
science
character.
to 2 and a security is now 5. All right.
Are we okay? I mean, I can do something, or I could give him.
I mean, he's a security officer.
He's
so.
a security officer, so
I like it.
I like it.
I'm into it. Do it. Do the things.
I'm gonna take in the nick of time, the one that gives me 1 additional work for every effect rolled on an extended task.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That I think is where I am.
You have run through a lot of extended tasks so
do
far.
we get to
I
a point
have.
where we just get more?
And I've
Yes.
been really
At the
mad
end of an arc.
at how little work I've been able to get each time.
The end of an arc, like after a year?
Well, the end of a
Well,
story
after
arc.
we- yeah.
That's a
so
season.
basically when we find
Prescott thing is
Prescott
taken
and
So
wrap it up.
basically,
Yeah.
let's just get. Oh, I almost cursed.
Let's get stuff done.
Armory, by the way, is the word you're looking for, according to Ozamar.
Yeah,
Armory.
No, we.
The gun.
got it.
That's the joke.
I know. Just letting you know.
The rifle library.
Rifle library, otherwise known as the armory. I think it would be awesome if somebody just went around on the Mazu and just put rifle library and stuff all on these things. Rifle library,
Space elevator?
just on all the things.
I also love that somebody on our ship has a label maker.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Yes.
can I take label maker as a personal
Yes,
You have to
you
give it a
can.
threat, though. You
Yeah, you have to get 0.5 threat.
0.5 threat.
0.5 threat.
You have escalated by using your label.
I was
All
going
right.
to say Izzy's totally the one with the label maker, but I think actually it's more likely to be Storl.
I don't know. I kind of think Morganth has one. I think she's secretly like into like notebooks and planning books.
She scrapbooks.
She's a scrapbooker.
I mean, she's got a membership card at
my
the
greatest
container store.
battles.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's got tubs,
Morgan, this
and they
is the
stack.
label maker.
Morgan's got the things. Okay. Everybody kind of feel good with where you're at with characters and
Well, there
everything
was
like that?
one thing I requested in the chat. You ignored it.
What was that?
Like
Dagger.
a Robotech Evangelion suit.
Oh, yeah, you're not getting that.
Okay,
No, sorry.
all right.
Thanks. But I mean, it was a good idea.
I mean, it would help.
It would help a lot.
Yeah, it would.
But I don't think we're gonna do that.
So what a
Okay.
rifle.
All right.
Yeah.
Like really cool jeans.
Really cool, Gene? Sure.
Give him threat.
Fringe leather jacket?
Sure. Why
Give him
not?
threat.
That is 3 thread.
For a fringe leather jacket, 3 thread, all the time.
Asking for trouble.
Serving under Admiral Pat Benatar.
Studded.
You guys ready to get into a thing here?
Yeah.
Like an adventure?
Oh, like a
stuff?
show?
Like a show, an actual like
Let's do an
a show we
adventure.
do.
I'm sure people have been very excited by us doing math for the last
I was
half
troubled
sure,
by your
yeah.
emphasis on that one, Barrett.
It's good to know. Some people don't know how the system works, so
Sure.
here you go. You've had an insight
Little
into
tutorial.
us figuring it out while we're here. Last week, a lot happened, especially with Commander Morganth, and she had some thoughts about it. So let's hear Commander Morganth's log from this last week.
Personal log, Chief Security Officer Corinna Morganth. I would like to get back to the mission. This is not to diminish the importance of saving the captain, all of the captain, which I believe was integral not just sentimentally, but to the success of the mission itself, whether or not we're actually intended to succeed. But we've been off course for some time now, which I personally believe is not coincidental, and the hint of a trail we had on Dr. Jennifer Prescott has grown even colder. And it was not warm to begin with. Someone is very sloppily working to misdirect us. Someone willing to sacrifice our lives. I believe we are at capacity once again with our senior staff, which is preferable. Archer is a great captain, but perhaps too by the books for this particular mission. I appreciate the perspective, discipline, and training we've received under his command, but I understand even more now how our captain, Captain Rahl, has attributes that will help lead us on this course. I also have a much more intimate understanding of the symbiont Rahl, who is inextricably tied to the captain, is the captain, but also isn't only the captain. Having voices in my head that don't belong to me isn't new. I've grown up this way. But I have always been listening. They've never spoken back to me or existed within me. It was different. Closeness I usually don't allow myself. One I have considered a luxury, but perhaps misjudged. The experience was certainly loud, and at times frustrating. But also touching. Perhaps companionship isn't all bad. Perhaps. I believe Cade is re-enlisted. I hope he has found some perspective on his own, some appreciation for being part of a crew. I know I have my struggles with it. I'm just surprised to find someone struggling even more. After the training simulations with Commander Newman, Lieutenant Ramirez, and Izzy, it has become even more apparent that we need to be able to work together as a cohesive unit. We all have the same goals, but have to date shown little collaboration in achieving them. Perhaps the return of our captain and chief medical officer will help us rebuild as a team. Quickly. I'd say this would come in time, but I don't believe we have it. Provided we make progress on the search for Dr. Prescott. Otherwise, we'll have nothing but time.
Space goats.
There are no baby pygmy goats in space.
Yes, there are.
There probably are, actually.
They're
Probably
definitely-
are.
They're just
They're
referred
fully
to by
grown
their
pygmy goats.
actual species name and not derisively referred to as Terran goats.
You're right.
And they deserve every amount of respect we can afford to them.
They eat our space poison ivy.
Nobody wants space poison ivy. It is a service to the galaxy.
and
Thank
space
you.
trash.
Poison ivy.
And space fences and
Misread
space
goals
cans.
as goats while the mics were muted.
Yeah.
And that's just started off on this whole thing.
Headcanon.
And now,
Fully
little
accepted.
little do they realize that the next adventure, there's going to be an outbreak of space poison ivy on a planet, and they're going to have to
we
go
know
get
how
some
to solve
space
it.
goats.
It's
and
persistent. It is
So
a
we have to go to the
persistent
Temple of Pan. On
Got
the-
goats next to daggers on my list.
Long story short, Sir Catman, no, you're not late at all. You're right on time. Okay, so Morgan has a lot of feelings. Let's start off with, I guess, Azalar, you had some stuff you wanted to do. We're going to start right off the end.
So basically, right at the end of the last one, I went into Morganth was asleep, and then I asked the dumb question of the captain, and I'm sitting there with an air-gapped pad with encrypted sensor data from that. I don't remember what it was. It was a
Starbase 1, 2, 3?
Nope.
3, 2, 1?
No,
15?
it was that
3,
one.
1.
It was
Nope.
that one that was
72.
far away.
Oh, you were really close, actually. It's 2, 3, 4.
2, 3, 4.
That's right.
Well, no, it wasn't 234.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
105.
That's right. It was 105. That's
It
right.
came from 234. It came from.
Essentially, it was
234,
from-
But she had asked around, and someone at Starbase 105. Was it 105? Yeah.
Yep.
Had picked
Oh, I was
up.
close with 15.
Had picked up the runabout.
Right.
The missing runabout.
Right.
So I copied that onto an air-gapped pad because my hope is that we can decrypt it without having to run up against whoever's deleting things while decrypting it.
Fair enough.
Unless it's somehow not magically, but somehow it's set up to self-delete, in which case that's also data.
Yeah.
That's also information.
That's right.
So basically, what I want to do is just quickly talk to Archer
Okay.
and say, hey, we have this thing.
Cool. Hail him.
Cool. Well, actually, since they're both asleep and they're going to be for a while,
Uh-huh.
I'll go back to the ship.
I'm
Hey, that's-
fine.
Assuming he's
That's
in his
good.
ready room. You're asleep.
I'm recovered.
But this is immediately at the end of the
Are
last
you?
episode. You
I'm
are
trained.
She's needed a
unconscious.
cat
I'm
nap.
training.
You're going to go back to Mazu?
I'm going to go back to
Going back to the
Is he in
Mazu.
his ready room?
He's usually in there working.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm going to come in.
They're gonna know.
Commander, yes. What can I do for you?
Hi, I just wanted to give you a further update. That message that I received earlier included some data from Starbase 105 that apparently they did see the runabout. It didn't come into the station, but the sensors did pick it up. And basically, every time we've had information like this in the past, as we decrypt it, someone deletes the information. So I currently have it on an air-gapped pad. My plan was to wait for Morgan to wake up because usually she's the one that does this because she's better with encrypted files than I am.
Sure.
But just in case you wanted to do it sooner, I was going to give you that option. Since you're
I'll ignore the condescending tone a little bit,
wasn't
and
condescending.
that was a little bit. That was a little bit condescending.
It's condescending. That's just how I talk. Sorry.
That was racist, Captain Archer.
All Andorians are condescending.
I mean, you are. So you have a very
mean-
brusque tone of voice.
You really do. Well, regardless,
I
think-
could ask Mindron.
uh,
Mindron.
Wouldn't I change stats?
Especially now that he's got a security 5. I don't know how to technology.
Oh, I'm sorry. What? What does that mean?
Nothing. Sorry.
Okay.
She had her head on the way over.
Well,
My head on the way over.
I don't think that we're going to be leaving without Captain Rawl on this, so we probably have time for Morganth to recover. So since she is the CSO here, I feel like she'd be the one to go with that. So let's
Great,
let
then
her
I'll
to
ask
do
her
that.
in the morning.
That sounds fabulous. Sounds like they're doing well.
I think so. I'm not at all a medical expert, so I
Fair
couldn't
enough.
tell ya.
You were there though, and they were talking.
They were talking and then they were asleep.
Okay, sounds great.
That's all I got.
Okay, well, sometimes that's all we need, right? Just a little nap here
The
and there.
doctor seemed happy, so
I've never seen a happy doctor with bad news, so. I mean, maybe I have, and I don't know, but usually not.
maybe, but it's not really a doctor I'd want to be involved with.
True story. Good point. Well done with the air gap on the pad. So that is secure.
I certainly hope so.
All right, let's get Commander Morganth up and running, and we'll get her to take a look at this data as soon as possible. Anything else you need from me?
No, I don't think so. Now we're just waiting.
Okay. Well then, dismissed. We will go from here. Oh, Aslar. That request you had, they're putting in some more shield emitters, so that should help out with that.
Oh, by the way, you can actually just address me as a Zodiac. The Andorian naming convention is a little weird because Azalar is actually the family name, but we tend to do title given name.
Fair enough.
It's
Fair enough.
weird.
It's not weird. It's Andorian. Nothing weird about it. Noted.
Thank you.
Dismissed. Anybody else want to do anything?
Have I heard anything back from the University of Bajor on being able to pursue my degree out here, or
Right.
what my options are as far as finishing up those last few credits?
Right. You have not, but I'm sure that you'll hear something.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah. Anybody else?
If we have some downtime, I'm gonna write a letter home that includes to my bondmate over on Utopia Planitia that I saw our daughter and he was right.
Okay.
He's the one that kept telling me that I was being an idiot.
There's some backstory there. Maybe there's some backstory there.
Is there any, because to possibly honor the captain's request, is there anywhere nearby where I could take like a day trip, kind of little vacation to
Sure.
nearby, see some
Yeah,
sights,
yeah.
just
Sure,
have
sure,
some
sure.
me time
Sure. Let me see where.
before we take off again.
I mean, I don't know if it's going to be super close. Let me make sure I know where we're at. We're at Starbase 12. Donde está Starbase 12 on this here map?
It's right smack in the middle. There's,
I'm on a different
There's a. Oh, are you not on this?
Are you in?
It's Alpha.
That's why I'm looking at beta.
It's not the same Nausicaa as the Miyazaki film.
Because it's
is
on
it?
the other side
No,
from
unfortunately.
where Cardassian space is.
Okay, so yeah, that's going to be.
I'd like to go visit the Mononoke system.
You will be disappointed if you try to Google Map it.
Just saying. Let's see here. Where could you get to from Starbase 12? Well, you can get anywhere you want, really. Let's be
You can
honest.
get to Pajam.
Why can't I find Starbase? There it is. Found it. It's technically beta quadrant, but close to alpha.
Okay, I wasn't clear on which quadrant was which one.
Yes, it is.
Close is going to be tough. There are a few places. I mean, you could go to Orion. It's always fun at
Got some new
Orion.
friends there, I'm sure.
Yeah, that might take you a day or so out to get out there. There's not enough. There is a system really close, the Geneva system. You could just hang out there and see what's out there if you want to. Just kind of take a jaunt.
Yeah, if I have time to get out there and then get back before we.
How long do you want to be out?
Do we have any estimate ETA on when we're going to be back underway, or
Once they're back up and running.
as a medical professional, would I have some sense of
It's hard to.
perhaps I could?
All right, we'll give you a roll on that. We'll give you a roll on that. Sure.
I rarely get to roll dice.
I know, right? Give me an insight in
yourself out
medicine.
of the action.
No, for 3 weeks I didn't get to roll. We were doing.
You resigned from
For 3
Starfleet.
weeks you resigned from Starfleet.
Insight and medicine.
Okay.
Difficulty 1.
Okay. Oh, why am I rolling 3?
I don't know.
Because you wanted to.
Okay, and that's 2 successes.
Hey, give momentum over there.
Hey.
How many?
Just one.
I would like to spend it on daggers.
Okay, there we go. Daggers.
Daggers it is.
Check
You have
it out.
daggers.
No, we are saving that momentum because she has to do a thing in a bit.
Okay.
From
No.
your medical opinion, just from seeing what was going on, Raul's vitals started to look remarkably well, all things considered, after they transferred the consciousness back into the Raul symbiont. You would assume if things continue as that it's not going to be too long before you would think that she would be up and about. Whether she's up and about and fit for service, that's up to the medical corps to decide.
Okay. How long would it take me to get to this system?
It's not far. You could probably get there, spend some time, get back, and it would take you total round trip 2 days.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I think that was about what I was thinking.
All right,
So.
heading off to the Geneva system.
See the sights.
See what's in Geneva.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Never been there.
Neither have I. Interesting.
I haven't been a lot of places yet.
Anybody else got something they want to jump in and do?
Am I still passed out, asleep?
You can be awake if you want.
Are Morganth and I in the same?
Yes.
We're in the same sick bay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is Morganth awake?
Morgan, you awake? Why don't you see?
Commander Morganth? Commander Morganth, are you awake?
Captain Raul. Yes.
I don't even know how to say this, but I want to thank you for everything that you did to help restore me to where I am, including managing all of the previous hosts, which I understood you played a significant role in.
Well, you said it, and you are welcome.
Thank you. I'm still starting to feel a bit like myself again, but from what I understand, Keelan took a particular shine to you.
We became friends.
I must say I am both surprised and impressed.
Thank you, Captain.
That being said, I'm still acclimating to having Raul whole again and the host's consciousness reintegrated. Of course, being without them has been traumatic on both myself and the Raul symbiont. But there seems to be a sliver of something that I can't quite put my finger on. And I think it has to do with you. Do you have any background experience or any salient point having to do with the Romulans that I might perhaps need to know?
Captain, anything that you need to know about my background is available for you in my file.
Well, to a point. I do have your file. It's the most heavily redacted file I've ever seen. I suppose I could go through proper channels, although I am expecting more redactions. I have nothing but respect for the work that you've done on the Mazu and the work that you have done to help personally restore me back to myself. If this is something you are not in a position to or comfortable answering, I understand, but it's different. It's not something that I think is a memory or a piece of information from any of my previous hosts, and I can't imagine why something like that would have been implanted or have glommed onto it in the chaos that has been resolved. But is it something that you're able to speak about?
Captain, anything that you would need to know about me would be in my file.
I see. Well, thank you again.
Thank you, Captain.
Go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Morganth, what are you doing?
I am not sleeping.
I refuse to sleep.
Are we like a few hours since at this point?
Yeah, we
Well,
can say it's
I
good.
didn't really have like an operation or anything.
No.
So like I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah. So you,
Like maybe I would like to immediately be cleared to leave.
You can call over somebody and try to get them clear if you want.
I would like to call over somebody and get myself cleared to leave.
You want to call over Commander Morrissey?
Yes. Commander Morrissey.
Yes. Can I help you?
Yes, can I be cleared to leave, please, Commander?
I mean, you just underwent seemingly traumatic experience. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine.
Well, let me check. Breaks out a tricorder, starts scanning. Everything seems fine with you.
Just like I said.
I mean, I have no medical basis to do this. I wouldn't be surprised if one of the counselors would like to have a conversation with you. Would you be up to having a conversation with the counselors before
Sure. Yes.
Fabulous. Let me get a counselor. We will have a conversation, and then you should be fine. Medically, you seem perfectly fit.
Right now.
Right now. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you so much, Commander.
Absolutely. He takes off, and he will go see if he can find a counselor. Newman, what are you doing during all this?
Well, mostly ship stuff. You know, like just being an XO.
Sure.
But in my downtime, I'm watching old holovids of like original series era, semi-propaganda, but also like now I'm actually seeing the reality of what that generation was dealing with,
Right.
and just sort of seeing it in a new light.
Okay. All right.
As like, oh, this wasn't just to show that like it's high adventure and swashbuckling when you're out here in space. It's like, no, sometimes you really do have to like let go of the rules to do the right thing.
So it's like your values are changing.
It's like I'm kind of role-playing it out a little
Interesting.
bit.
Yeah.
But it's like those videos are what got me, or those holos are what got me into Starfleet.
Yeah.
And the idea of joining Starfleet, but it was more for like, oh, it's all adventure and,
Right.
and fun. It's like, no, that wasn't actually a fun choice they were making. That was a necessary choice they were making.
Right.
So,
zooming across space to save your captain who's been abducted by her parents and having illegal surgeries done, not quite as much fun as you expected.
no, and then also having to make the choice of like breaking the law to get to the solution faster.
Right.
Is definitely like a change of heart for for Volta.
Fair enough.
But probably for the best.
Okay.
Some of those illusions are falling away.
A little more jaded?
I wouldn't say that. Realistic.
Okay. Realistic.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're watching videos You've taken your time. You're on a shuttle going to wherever I said we're going, Geneva.
Geneva.
Um,
Looking up things on it now, making an itinerary.
You know what? I want to look up Archer's background and see if
Okay.
he ever had to like deal with some crazy ass situations like that.
Bacula Archer.
Yeah,
Bacula Archer or this Archer?
this one.
This one, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Bacula.
Proto. Or no.
I mean, his record's pretty much public record. You can
Yeah.
see everything. He's been captain on a few ships. He has had some, you could say, dicey situations. He has lost people in the field. He's been in the middle of several combats. He fought in the Cardassian War, some battles with Cardassians. He's pretty highly respected and decorated for what he's done. Anything specific you're looking for?
No, just like situations where he break or bend the rules of Starfleet to get the right thing taken care of.
Give me an insight and command check.
Okay.
Difficulty of 1.
All right. Insight and command. 2 successes.
Give yourself momentum. There is nothing in his official record that makes you think there was anything where he had maybe bent the rules or anything like that. You can spend momentum for information.
I think I'd like to get more information.
Okay, spend 1. That being said, you're looking at some of these encounters, you're like, there's no way that's really what happened.
Right.
There's no way that's really what happened.
Yeah. Probably should talk to him about that. Get a experience.
Come on in.
I don't know if that's going to pull too much time away from what we're trying to do tonight, though. So.
If you want to come in a conversation, what are you going to do?
I mean, I'd like to. I'd like to role play it out, but I don't.
Come on in.
Okay.
Call him in. You want to try to get in there?
Yeah.
Cool. Come on in and say hello.
Captain?
Commander, hello. What can I do for you?
I was wondering if I could speak with you sort of off the record.
You can always speak with me off the record. Is everything all right?
Yes, it's fine.
Okay.
I just wanted to speak to someone with more experience in Starfleet than myself in regards to decision making when stakes are high.
Okay.
So, I'm sure you read the report of our rescue of Captain Brawl.
Absolutely.
And to be clear, until that moment when the captain was missing, my assumption was that if I was ever challenged to follow Starfleet regulations, I would do so. That the correct course of action was always within the bounds of what Starfleet had laid out for us. But when the captain was missing, I broke the rules in a fairly drastic way, with as little impact as possible, but to break into the captain's private messages, to discover who she had been speaking with, and if that may have had something to do with her location. It ended up being the right decision. And I do believe that. And as someone who has been in command with an illustrious career, when you were faced with those situations, what did you do?
It's a very interesting question you have there. You see, what I'm hearing from you is that you went through the academy and you learned the rules and how to command, and what Starfleet expects and what Starfleet wants from its officers. And those rules are inviolable. They are the core that Starfleet lives with, and we should follow them at all times. What maybe they don't teach you in the academy is that those rules are more bendable than one may think. And I believe that you're just on the verge of getting there. You have an admiral that says, don't go on a mission. However, Starfleet protocol says that you should pursue X, Y, and Z, which could in fact lead you onto that mission. Starfleet regulations are vital for the safety and survivability of everyone on this ship. They're there for a reason. They're not there to constrain you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I think that the best captains in Starfleet, and from what I've seen, Commander, if I may be frank, I would not be surprised if you were commanding a ship within the next few years. But the best captains in Starfleet are the ones that can see what Starfleet offers and use it correctly. And that doesn't always mean by the book. I don't know if that's helpful or if it's just more confusing to you at all. For example, let's say that there's a situation where an admiral wants to visit the ship for some reason that maybe you are concerned about. Well, maybe someone in sickbay comes down with an unknown illness that requires an immediate quarantine of the ship, which would make it inappropriate for an admiral from Starfleet to visit. You're following Starfleet protocols. However, those Starfleet protocols are allowing you to pursue the agenda that you believe and know is correct. Understood?
Yes.
One of the best things you can do in Starfleet is to be creative. Think outside the box. Do things they don't expect. That's how you succeed, and that's how the best captains in Starfleet succeed. Not sure if I've comforted you in any way.
I wasn't looking for comfort.
What were you looking for?
Advice.
Did you get it?
Yes.
Was it good?
It seems good.
Okay, fair.
It seems
fair.
good. And it does make sense to me. We're so far out here, you know. And the dangers are real.
Very real. And this is the first time you've ever faced them realistically. I've seen your record. You were in the diplomatic corps for the majority of your career.
This is true.
You've been on a starship for, what are we at, 3 weeks now?
Yes. But when I wasn't negotiating, I was imagining this situation.
That's clear. That's clear. And I bet it's nothing like you imagined.
It's somewhat.
You have a vivid imagination.
Yes, it's somewhat what I expected. I never feared the complications,
Fair.
but I didn't know that my training would not be 100% correct every time.
Here's what I would say about that. Your training is 100% correct. But they train you how to be a good Starfleet officer. They don't train you how to be a good leader. And there's a big difference. That's something you're not going to hear a lot, but there's a big difference between being a good leader and a good Starfleet officer. Always remember that.
Yeah. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
I hope so. And always feel free, anytime, doors open for you.
Thank you, Captain.
Absolutely. Anything else?
No.
Dismissed. A counselor comes in to sickbay. Tall Vulcan lady comes in. Commander Morgan. My name is Stella. And I hear that you would like to be released from sickbay and medical supervision.
Yes.
You've clearly undergone some unique experiences. How are you feeling?
I am feeling fine. Physically.
Physically, yes.
Yes.
What are you feeling?
I am feeling relief that my captain has, and the symbiont Raw, who are both one and the same and also not entirely, are rejoined completely. I am feeling relief again that is currently just me in my head.
But is it?
At this moment, yes.
But you still have memories. You still have some of the memories from the Raw symbiont. It can't be comforting to suddenly have memories that you didn't want and didn't ask for suddenly a part of you.
It's not new.
See. And this doesn't concern you.
Actively, no.
Explain.
Are there potentials for complications? Of course. But is this an immediate concern? Is this a reason to stay in sickbay? I don't believe so.
What would you like to do?
I would like to go back to my bunk.
And
Journal.
Scrapbook.
I see. Commander Morganth, I've looked at your file as much as possible. Medically, physically, you seem perfectly fit. Emotionally, you know what to say, which means I have no reason to keep you here. If I may offer advice,
Of course.
if you're feeling something uncomfortable, unfamiliar, frightening, anything, please ask for help.
Thank you, counselor.
That is why we're here. But I have no reason for you to stay. You can consider yourself relieved. I'll let Commander Morrissey know.
Thank you, counselor.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Free to go.
Go in.
Go and I'm out. I'm out. Get me out of here. Anybody else got anything you want to do?
I would have left her. Is it possible to like leave a message for like when she's up and about and be like,
Commander, there's a message
Email.
for you. We had a message for you whenever you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
Hands you a pad.
I have something for you, is what the message says.
Okay. But I
The answer was yes.
would like
Usually
a
there's
secret message on a note
It's on a pad.
that everybody else has gotten.
You want one of those. Sorry.
No,
not
it's
one of those.
fine.
Yeah, sorry. Give me time. I'll find one. So you're going to go find her?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how's that shuttle going?
Oh, it's great.
Great, just hanging out. You know what you're
Yeah.
going to do over there in Geneva?
I was looking up some things. Apparently, there's some really interesting mining operations, some like mineral deposits there that are very interesting. It's supposed to be one of the most beautiful worlds in the quadrant. So, imagine I'll probably hike around, see the countryside. I'm
Great.
I was raised a bit of a country boy, so
Go find yourself kind of thing. in that.
yeah, just kind of under the open sky again, earth
Beautiful.
beneath my feet, kind of
Beautiful.
thing.
Geneva beneath your feet.
Yeah, see if I can find a good watering hole.
Nice. All right.
Try some whatever Denevan libations there might be.
At this point, Morganth has reached your quarters, or wherever you are on the base. Or you're back on the Mazu, right?
Yeah, I'll be back on the Mazu, talking to whoever on the engineering crew got to check out the shuttle that Ramirez was messing with.
Yes.
Our hollow shuttle.
Getting the download on that.
Yeah, there was actually... We're going to do this, because I was going to role play it, but since he's not here, we're going to do this.
Yay.
I'm going to let you roll
I rolling?
Let me hold on. I want to see if I
Because I
have.
did send someone else to do that.
You did send someone else to do that. Yes. I don't have. Actually, I do have. Donde está Ramirez?
Sorry, I'm just kind of hearing Ramirez's dialogue in my head. Like, I'm as surprised as you. I'm surprised all parts of the show.
I was just transferring cards. I didn't-
Let's let him RP it.
But here's the thing. What you didn't know is that I didn't order these. But, I mean, they're here, so we might as well use them. It'd be like a shame.
I feel like I know how JR spent his milestones.
I would like
He gave
you
more gift
to
daggers.
roll Delaran.
No, he
Rolled
spent them on
Delaran,
this
okay.
holiday.
Roll Delaran.
Oh, yeah,
He's just
yeah.
going to be
Or
your
a
generic
holo
engineer at this
shuttle.
point.
Okay.
I want you to roll Delaran for, let's do reason and command.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Come on, Delarian.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do this too.
DeLorean.
I'm gonna burn a momentum here for Ramirez, by the way. So burn that momentum.
Okay.
No!
Yeah, it's happening. That's totally happening. Go ahead and
And
roll.
he's gonna give me threat too.
See what you got.
Oh no! Wow,
What
that
did
was
you
really
do?
bad.
What'd you get?
Complication.
The entire
Complication on
ship
top
is
of
now
it.
Hollow Sweet.
Oh no!
All right. Well, that tells me enough.
Evil
DeLorean
Lincoln.
failed.
You want to talk to those engineers? Yeah. Well, they're there. What do you want to say to those engineers?
What did you find on the shuttle?
The shuttle. Oh,
The navigator.
The navigator.
Check up on Ramirez was
yes.
doing some unscheduled work on the navigator.
Yes. You did ask us to do that. Yes.
Did you look at it?
I mean, yes. We looked at it.
What did you find?
Well, we were there and we saw it and we were walking up to it, and then Lieutenant Ramirez, he said he needed some help. So we told him we needed to check out the shuttle, and
Did you help him with the shuttle? What did you help him with?
well, he said he would be fine with it.
Of course he did.
Yes, he said that he had talked to you about it before,
Of course
and that
he
it would
did.
be great, and that it would help the
Of course
ship.
he said that.
And
Of course he said all of those things.
so, and he is our.
So did you actually look at the work he was doing on the shuttle?
Not directly.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
That's fine.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
I am not going to personally go down to that shuttle bay
Okay,
and take a look at that shuttle.
sure. Shuttle looks fine.
I'm going to look specifically at, what did he say he was doing? Sensors?
What did he say he was doing on that?
I think he said he was doing something.
He was
with
doing
sensors.
something with sensors. You
I
can
might
totally
have
check that
written
out.
I'm doing something with the sensors. is
Yeah,
what
do
he
reason
said.
engineering. Reason engineering difficulty 0.
Reason engineering, and this was for me.
Yep, might have
I
been
actually
I'm
had
doing something
reason
with the
and
sensor.
engineering. Yeah, I can't really claim anything.
Good stats.
Cool. I got good
Just
stats.
hearing like really playful
Reason
flute music over this
engineering.
entire scene.
Just gonna- Reason engineering, that's 16. Are you
Ooh,
kidding
wow.
me?
Fails.
2 fails?
17 and 18.
Woof.
I needed a 16.
Woof.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
That is amazing.
I just bumped the table and one of them switched to a 3.
That's unfortunate.
If you were
looks
taking
fine.
telekinesis as a trait.
Yeah, Navigator looks fine. Everything seems to be, sloppy, but it works.
Can I do it again with a higher difficulty?
Nope.
Please.
Nope, sorry.
I wanna
Navigator
correct.
looks fine.
I'm
Looks
going to just include in my daily report because I'm sure that's a thing, that Ramirez did some work that was unauthorized and lied to my engineering crew about it.
Oof.
And
But you don't know what that work is?
but it's unclear what that work is.
Then how do you know it happened?
But that it
Because he
was
told me. I observed him doing something on the shuttle without authorization,
Okay, all right.
and he claimed he was doing sensor work.
Got it, okay.
I'm also just going to pull the power core on my way up.
All right, so the navigator is effectively disabled at this point.
We got 5 more.
You do have 5 more, I think.
4 more.
4 more, yeah,
We
4
have
more.
4 more.
You have 4 more shuttles. Okay,
4
yeah,
more
sure.
shuttles.
You do see those engineers kind of sheepishly watching off to the side.
I'm going to tell them to run a full sensor diagnostic on the ship
Yes, Commander.
and hand them the power core. Gonna need that to do that.
Missing a power core. Wrong time. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're good. Yeah, it's a thing. Hey, Morgan. So I think you're heading back to the Mazu? By this time, you've probably gotten back on the Mazu, and you can catch her in the middle of the halls as she's walking back to engineering.
Chief?
You're back.
Yes.
Thank goodness.
No kidding.
We get back to my. Is there an office in engineering? There's some sort of office situation.
Yeah,
right?
you can have a place in engineering.
There's
Sure.
something. We
Absolutely.
get back to my place, and I have a pad, and I hand you the pad. We got more sensor data from Starbase 105. Apparently, they spotted the runabout. It didn't come into to the Starbase, but I would like for you to decrypt this, please.
Okay.
It's easy. But sure. Morganth, how about a reason and security, difficulty 1?
Okay. 2 successes.
Get you a momentum. You're able to decrypt the sensor data. You have access to everything on there.
Okay.
What do you want to know?
I want to know first if I can transfer this data, or it's already been removed, so it's already secured. It's already being.
Yeah,
it's already
it's
stored.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Where is 105 is?
105 is cardinal east from
Okay.
234, kind of more like east southeast.
Okay.
So basically, there's a little sort of tail of Klingon space that goes. So, like, there's Federation space, Romulan space, Klingon space kind of goes up, and there's more Federation space, and then there's the Shackleton Expanse. So it's sort of and there's sort of a nook in the arm and in the tail. There.
What was the course that the shuttle was seen on?
It was in a holding position. The data that you got, it was in a holding position. So they didn't actually have any course data. It was just in a holding position outside of the base.
Okay. And did they try to make contact?
There were some communications between the shuttle and the base, essentially asking for permission to come on board the base. There was an Andorian that requested permission to board.
Did the Andorian board?
Appears they did, yes.
Were they alone?
From everything you've seen in that, yes. And this isn't complete. This is mainly just sensor data. So you're not going to have all the internal data from the base, but yeah, from what you can glean, you just saw the Andorian.
So being on board 105?
105.
Okay.
And did the shuttle? Is the shuttle still there?
The sensor data that you were able to get was incomplete. It was just kind of like a snapshot in time that you're able to see. It's like, this is what we have, this is what we get. Assumption would be that that's all that she could really kind of finagle out of her friends on Starbase 105.
Yeah. When was this?
This would have been, I think we're looking at, I'm trying to get all my days straight in here. This was going to be, if you go back to the time when you guys were at Starbase 234, this would have been a few days after that. So you had recovered Rawl, everything at that point when they showed up at 105.
Okay, so it was while we were waiting for Rawl to recover.
Around that time,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay,
Okay,
that's pretty recent.
yeah.
I guess the trail's not as cold anymore.
Is there anything else? Are we missing anything?
I mean, I got this from my daughter. She had asked around, and this was all that turned up. I was hoping once you and the captain were back on your feet that we could meet and discuss which questions are still open, and I would like to actually encourage Commander Newman to make his conjectures and see if any of them seem particularly interesting and worth following. Because I think he thinks very creatively, and I think that he just might accidentally stumble onto something the way that he thinks. But given everything that's happened, we haven't really had the time. Or we could do it while we wait for the captain.
No, I think I think it's important once as the captain recovers, that we maintain protocol whenever possible.
It also might be worth including Captain Archer just because he is fresh blood and might have a different perspective than we do.
It's a thought. I will also say, while I've appreciated Captain Archer's, he's brought many strengths to this, but I believe that we are on the same page in that we believe that somebody with a fair amount of Starfleet knowledge and potentially a place in Starfleet is potentially an obstacle.
What is your read on him?
On Archer?
Mm-hmm.
I think Archer is doing his job. But I do think that Archer was sent here.
To what end?
What do you mean?
Do you think he was sent here to help the investigation?
I think Archer was sent here to stand in as our captain. I don't think he was sent here to help our investigation, and I don't think he was sent here to help our mission. I don't think he was necessarily sent to be in the way, but I do think that he was also potentially sent for information, whether he knows it or not.
Yes. Basically, we have 2 admirals involved who seem to be working at counter goals. And I'm unclear as to what exactly either of those goals are. I'm just very confused.
I think the level of involvement is certainly abnormal. Now,
Yes.
this entire mission is fairly abnormal for Starfleet. I'm just not sure if I'm not sure if we should bring anyone into where we're going who could potentially be a leak, intentionally or not.
Yes, he will probably be reporting back.
He will be reporting back to somebody, and since we don't know, but I think it's fair enough, whoever directed Rawls' parents to the place that we didn't even know we were going to be has a high level of access, yes?
Yes.
I certainly don't have enough information to guess who that might be, but there's a certain tier, there's a certain level where they would have to be.
The data that was wiped from Starbase 234 was done by someone in a high command position. You said it was done sloppily?
Very last minute. Like they didn't, like it hadn't occurred to them that we would access it.
I'm almost wondering, because we've encountered this data disappearing at multiple points, though not this time, right? The air gap worked?
Yes.
Okay. The fact that it was done sloppily would either mean it was rushed or it was intentionally bad and might be a trail of breadcrumbs.
Has it been a trail of breadcrumbs?
I don't know. It's just another thought that I had. I'm not sure if there's anything to it.
I don't think that if we were accepting a wild goose chase, I don't think they would have bothered mutilating our captain.
True.
And from what we can tell from this new data, it's the same course, correct?
I mean, it's still in that general direction. We just have confirmed that they were in one location at one time. We can stop at 105 and see if we can pick up the trail of what was his name? The Andorian?
Oh,
Shah-
Shas Lazquin.
Azaquin?
Hmm?
Whatever. I still don't know how to pronounce that name.
That's all right.
Adele
Was it?
Shas Lazquin.
Azaquin?
Lazquin.
Azaquin. Okay.
Vasqueen.
All those weird Andorian pronunciations.
Weird Andorians.
Vasqueen.
Shall ask Queen.
So we can at least try to determine whether he was actually there.
I mean, I think this is what.
We do know that he was there. We can try to determine why he was there and where they may have gone next.
We could.
Do you think there's a better course of action?
Well, I think this is exactly what you wanted to have the larger conversation about.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we should probably have that conversation.
I mean, we can continue to have it, but I think that you were looking for more out of the box thinking.
Yes.
But so what we've confirmed is that Anne and the runabout we were looking for and Anne and Dorian went on to 105.
Yes.
Not confirmed with anybody else.
To be clear, the runabout was not on 105. The runabout held off base. The Andorian
Was
got on.
that's the question that I have. So was the Andorian teleported?
Transported.
Yeah. Okay. So. Okay. No, just so their shields were down. That's an interesting choice. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else? I mean, there's.
And we'll have bio readings on him in their sensor.
You will have stuff in the transporter. Anything else you want to do with this sensor data?
Is there anything else we can do with it?
I mean, technically, you've just accessed it. All that you've done
Yeah.
is break through the encryption.
Yeah.
So you haven't like done a deep dive into the sensor data itself, technically.
Should I roll again?
I don't know. It depends on what you want to look forward to.
Were there any images included in the?
It's just sensor data, no
Okay.
visual images.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sensor data.
hmm?
What else in sensor data?
I mean, you can just do a deeper dive and try to pull apart the data, see if there's anything else
But he wants.
in there.
If you want to
I
do
need
it,
to
if,
ask-
So we need, so like,
if
we
you
have
want to
ask a
analyze the
specific
data,
question.
if you want to
Yeah.
analyze the data, we'll make you roll for that, and we'll see
Yeah.
how the analyze goes.
Yeah. I'd like to
Yeah.
analyze it a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do a reason and engineering.
Can I assist?
Or can you leave?
You could take lead and she can assist
Yeah.
if you want.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
The encryption's broken now, so.
Yeah.
God.
Either one of you
she
can
does,
realize
though,
that.
'cause they're all.
That's why
Well,
she's assisting.
I can assist.
Reason and engineering, both of you with a difficulty of 1 total.
Difficulty of 1 total?
Yep.
Reason engineering.
Yep.
All right, 16. Are you serious? 1 success.
No success.
Wow. Well, you dug into that, so you got
Well,
it.
we got it.
You got
There's
it.
no momentum.
You got it.
And we have our momentum left over that we
You
can
have
spend.
1 you could spend if you wanted more information off that. What you basically got going through the sensor data itself right now, everything seems pretty normal, but you do notice going through there that the runabout is putting off way too much energy. The signature on that guy is way too big for a runabout.
All right, then I'm going to spend this one. this
Also,
time.
was the runabout alone?
Runabout
Can we
by
tell?
itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know more.
Looking at the energy, it almost looks like there are 2 warp signatures coming from the runabout.
The other runabout had been stripped, right?
Yes, the one that you found in Klingon space had been stripped.
And do both of them appear to be running correctly because they got repairs done before?
You don't have any more momentum left. You can give me some threat if you want to.
I'm going to give you a threat because I want to know.
You're going to give me a little bit of threat? Cool. One of them is clearly been modified. The warp signature is not what you would expect off of a warp signature that you would get from a warp core. It's unclear exactly how it's been modified, but it's not something it would be safe to assume that that second energy signature you're getting would not be used for flight.
Oh, but what about
Quake.
what a time quake? Space quake.
Yeah. Okay.
Space and time are intertwined, so.
Not used for flight. So basically, it's creating
Maybe
a
they
whole bunch of
haven't even
energy
done
that
it
would
yet.
be used for something else,
Maybe
like
it's in our
say
future past.
powering.
Back to the.
Whole bunch of energy.
Something
Days
else.
of our
Yes.
future past.
All right.
Back
Yes, we should
Life.
definitely.
You have a warp tech focus.
I do have a warp technology focus.
That's how you know that it's not a warp signature on that second energy.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that would have. Yeah, because the focus would have meant that I might have had another success, but I don't remember what the number was.
I don't know. Yeah.
So I don't think it was.
Well, I got
I
a
don't think so.
16.
Hey.
Did not work
Which
for me.
would have worked for
I know.
you.
I
That would
heard
be great
you
for
were like,
you, yeah.
You were like, it's a 16, and
Oh,
was
I got
like,
it. The other number was a 17, so I'm just having that night, apparently. Yeah, we should definitely have that conversation.
Yeah.
And the more minds, the better.
Within reason.
Within reason.
I would say the senior staff.
The senior staff.
Certainly.
And I actually think it would be a good idea to involve Ensign Storrell, the science officer,
Yeah.
because they might have some ideas. And
That's enough.
yeah, let's start there. I don't feel like
Small-
Delaran and then Jorsh.
Yeah, no, cutting it. I'm cutting it.
because Delaran and Mindron might also have some
I
input,
really
but
think that
I think that's too much.
I think we need to keep this focused.
Yeah, let's keep it focused, and I feel like the Vulcan science officer is a good candidate for
Fair
that.
enough.
And Delaran is less of a good idea.
I think that this particular topic is perhaps not Delaron's area of expertise.
He's a very good engineer, not so much with the theoretical
Yeah.
science. I don't
It
think.
is.
Delaran's behind the corner, a small tear.
What is is the science. His science is too.
Okay, are you guys done with that little scene?
We're done.
Yeah.
How's going out there? You doing all right?
Oh, it's great.
It's going great.
Gorgeous. Yeah, I'm learning like Dunedin folk songs and
Nice.
just having a good time meeting the
Really nice.
locals. And
Really nice. All right.
it's very relaxing.
Wonderful stuff. You learn anything yet?
I mean, nothing I can put into words. Just
Right,
kind of like,
just like a feeling.
just a feeling of
Just
just,
a
like,
feeling.
yeah. It's like
Complete.
these are good people. These are
Right,
people that
right,
yeah.
right. Sure. I get that.
Drinking songs. You're learning some good old drinking shanties.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
Not
teaching them
back
a few
when the
Bajoran
captain's
ones
back
too.
on our feet, we are leaving your ass.
So let's give this a little time to pass. Let's say the next day, and Rawl, you're going to be in sick bay. Commander Morrissey, let's have a conversation. Wakes you up. Commander Rawl,
Randall Morrissey, hello.
how you feeling this morning?
Immeasurably better.
Yes, because none of us can explain how you're doing. You are recovering remarkably quickly, frighteningly quickly, it seems, but it seems that the symbiont is doing well. The Rawl symbiont seems to be recovering as well. We are getting the multiple brainwaves and activity. Physically, you're prime specimen. It's ridiculous how well you've recovered from this. I wish I could understand how it's working, but it is working, and physically, you're okay. Now, emotionally, you tell me.
Perhaps that is a subject better discussed with the counselor.
Fair point. That is not my expertise. I'd be happy to line you up with a counselor if you want it.
Sure.
We can do that. The question that has to be asked is getting back to duty.
Of course.
Medically, while you've been through significant trauma, I can see nothing physically wrong that would make me say that you're not fit for duty. Emotionally, the counselors will have to have that discussion with you. But I have to know when you feel fit for duty.
Certainly.
And that's the question. Are you fit for duty?
I would like to think so.
But
Perhaps speaking with the counselor might confirm that if I am not fit for duty, I'm certain that is something that can be revealed. I'm exercising some restraint, just taking in the context of everything that I've been through.
fabulous.
And of course, wouldn't want to put the ship or my crew in any high-risk danger.
Of course.
I know
of
they're
course.
eager to get back on the road. Space road. As am I. We have a mission that seems even more critical to address and solve at this point. But I want to make sure that things are all checking out. I feel like I'm firing on all cylinders, but that could also be a side effect of the euphoric elation of being fully reunited with Rawl, with my symbiont, and previous hosts. Because the bar was set so low after the attack.
That is fair. Well, I can get you a counselor. We can have the conversation and see where we are from there, but I would think that you'd be fit for duty and return very, very soon.
I'm glad to hear it. Thank you.
Thank you. And someday I would love to do just some research. Maybe do some tests, do some more tests, and just,
Next time I've got some PTO, I will keep you in mind.
that sounds wonderful.
Really, like, he smells a good paper.
There's a great that journal is just like, oh, so close. Do you want to role play the counselor thing?
Sure.
Okay, we'll give it to you. Yeah, Tella comes in not too long later, the same one that was talking with Commander Morgan, and comes up to again, Commander Rawl, I heard you wanted to have a conversation.
Sure. I would love to lean on some of your professional expertise to gauge my fitness for duty.
Well, I think one of the first questions you have to ask is, do you feel fit for duty?
I feel eagerness to return to some semblance of normalcy, even though our mission and everything about it has been anything but. I am eager to prove to myself again that I am firing on all cylinders. I certainly feel that is the case, but I don't want to put the ship or the crew into any undue risk based on going back early. There's eagerness, there is anger. I know how to compartmentalize this to a large degree. That being said, it's possible that some of this anger could fuel or possibly even taint the work that I'm doing. So that might be something for us to uncover and unspool together.
Well, let's do that. What is this anger you're feeling?
I was violently attacked by my parents, who basically tried to undo everything that I am and have become.
And you're clearly angry about it.
Yeah, yes.
So is there anything else in there other than anger?
I have a bit of lingering confusion or possibly even jealousy over my prior hosts having bonded in friendship with a member of my crew on a level that I cannot seem to achieve myself.
Interesting. So is there a jealousy with your senior staff at this point?
Not with my senior staff. I perhaps envy the ease or tenacity with which one of my previous hosts really seemed to forge that bond. Because the host is back in me, it's possible I could draw upon some of that. But my relationship with this particular crew member is not as strong as I would hope for it to be.
So is this experience a way to strengthen it, or is it irreparably weakened?
I would hope the former.
Well, you would be in control of that.
Yes, but it's an interpersonal dynamic. No one person ever has total control over something like that.
Well, of course. But you're not without your level of control as well. You can influence the direction of events.
Certainly true.
And you also have the memories and experiences of the previous hosts.
This is true, and part of the confusion for the memory that I have seemed to be a very pestering technique that secured this bond. One that I feel would be somewhat inappropriate in my role as a captain to mimic or inhabit, nor a strategy I would have dreamed of employing with this particular crew member. Perhaps the lesson I have to learn here is that opposites attract, but the feedback that I have received from this particular crew member did not seem to indicate that would be the kind of strategy to employ.
Well, what I'm hearing is that you did not expect the strategy to work, and it did. Maybe the lesson to be learned is try something new. It's just a thought.
Of course. Thank you.
Of course. But I want to dial back in with your anger real quickly.
Oh, yes.
Because I'm afraid that we might be missing something, because I've just in the brief amount of time I've heard you talk, and just in what I've seen of your case, I feel that we're missing an emotion that you might need to deal with. Any guess what that emotion would be? Or
Sadness?
sadness, maybe a little grief? These are your parents.
Feels more like they were my parents.
Which could lead to a sense of loss.
I see what you're getting at, counselor.
I just want to make sure that the anger can be a very overpowering emotion. It can be a very forward emotion. It can be something that presents itself easily and easily comes out, but it can also have the effect of burying other things that you may need to deal with as a captain in the field when the moment comes when you may have to deal with this situation or another situation or something where your command is vital. And if you are clouded by anger, that could get in the way and it could risk you or the lives of your crew. So I want to make sure that you're okay and that you can deal with what's underneath that anger. And that can be a part of what you're dealing with.
Yes, of course. As for any feelings of grief or loss, I feel perhaps more of that memory of emotion when I was separated from my symbiont, more so than with my parents. That's a difficult thing for me to admit, but that is the reality of my emotional landscape at this moment.
It's okay to feel that. I think the old saying is, you can't choose your family.
Apparently I can't even choose my crew either.
Oh, is there something else you'd like to talk about?
You know, it's been a while since I've really talked to anybody, and is this all confidential?
Of course.
I have been very eager to prove myself as a captain, especially given some of the experiences that I have had in command in the past on other ships. Of course, nothing always goes as planned, but it seems like this was destined to not have much of a plan from the beginning, or if it was somebody else's plan. From the start of this mission, my senior crew was selected for me. They're fine people. I wish that didn't sound Trumpian coming out of my mouth. But it seems that, and we've had a lot thrown at us, and they've behaved admirably, above and beyond, I think, what could be expected of anyone in these situations. Perhaps that's why I am so eager to not only get back to the ship and back to duty, but to do it as competently and capably as possible. With so many odds against us, stacked from the very beginning, they deserve nothing less than a fully functioning captain. And I understand they've had an interim captain that has put them through training that has surely strengthened them, their bond, the ship.
Yeah.
Or at least increased muscle mass, you know. There are benefits to be had either way, but what we need is not just a win, but progress in this mission. And I want to be the one to help them bring that together.
Well, that's a good first step to being a captain right there. Wouldn't you agree? Or are you saying you don't feel up to the job?
It's what I want to do. Talking about my emotions and my feelings after this incredibly traumatic event is helpful. But if anything, it's really sharpening my focus and my resolve to crystallize this reality. I'm ready.
You are ready. Fabulous. I will say that I have some concerns that you are going to have to deal with some things, but I also see that you seem ready. And that is one of the most important things a captain can be. One of the best things a captain can be also is concerned. And I'm getting that you feel a little concerned about what's going ahead as well. It leads you to be cautious, it leads you to be smart, it leads you to think about your team and your ship, and I think that's a valuable asset. I also feel, unfortunately, that you feel a total lack of control, whether that's from this event with the attack or just your entire assignment. Unsolicited advice. Space is big. sometimes you just need to take control. If you don't like the game that's being played, change the game.
Thank you.
Unsolicited,
Welcome, nevertheless.
just for my personal files. But I believe that you are fit for duty, and if you feel up to it, I feel comfortable recommending your release to active duty.
Thank you, Counselor.
Thank you, and good luck, Commander.
Thank you.
I'll pass on my recommendations. Anybody else want to do anything real quick before we take the next step in the scenes?
Bye, Renee.
No. Quick bio break.
Super quick.
Super quick bio break. We're going to take a quick bio break. We'll be back in just a little bit, guys. And we're back. Bio break's done. Yay! I said we wanted to keep it quick, so we got a lot to do. There's still a lot to go on right now, man. There's been a lot of things happening. Anyway, we just left. Commander Rawl has gotten pretty much all medical clearance to return to active duty. Let's jump a day just to let all these things happen, and let's jump in at this point where Commander Archer comes down to sickbay to see you before you actually get released.
Right. Commander Archer.
Captain. It's Captain.
Captain, sorry,
Captain and Captain.
my bad. I had so many commanders. God,
It's like for once, it's not a commander.
not a it's a
Yeah.
Following your lead on that one.
So rare.
I know, it's my bad.
I was like, did she get demoted? Or-
Captain Rawl,
Captain Archer.
see you are feeling much better.
I am, thanks.
For the record, pleasure to actually meet you.
Likewise.
Of course. You are feeling up to it, though. Medical says that you are clear. You're feeling up to it?
I am.
Fabulous. I hope we've left your ship in good shape. I did take the liberty to make some changes.
Upgrades, from what I understand.
A few upgrades. You might have a little more punch with the runabout. I think your chief engineer wanted some shield upgrades that I was able to finagle, if you will. So hopefully the Mazu is going to be in good shape for you. Hope I did well by you. My ship is actually holding out, so I will be leaving soon, and we'll be transferring control back to you soon if you're still feeling up to it.
Absolutely. Thank you for everything that you've done and
Absolutely.
for giving my crew what they needed.
It's my pleasure. You have a good crew. You have a solid team. It has been my pleasure working with them. I have not seen a appointment to your chief medical officer. I did want to follow up with that. I would hate to leave you short on crew.
I believe I have a little bit of catching up to do in terms of, actually, out of character. Kate did re-enlist.
He asked Archer. Archer said no.
He said you had to do it.
He said I had to do it until I was back in. Okay. Okay. Obviously, before we leave, we're going to need to have that position filled, but I understand that Cade is on personal leave at the moment. I would like to have a discussion with him before we formally embark to go off. I've certainly retained all of the comments and considerations that I remember you having about him at the time, but this has truly been a trying time for all of us. I certainly have come out very changed, as have the rest of my crew, I'm certain. I believe...
Hey, look at that.
Everybody get on that.
Wait.
Oh?
Where's the? is
Oh,
it
yeah.
on it?
Yeah, it's-
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
There's two clips on that clip.
Okay.
I plan to speak with Cade to formalize the decision, but out of respect for the work that you've done, the confidence that you have spoken to me about his character, I do plan to welcome him back to the Mazu.
Well, that's your decision, Captain. I hope I'm wrong, for the record. Having said that, I honestly didn't expect him to ask me if he could rejoin Starfleet, so that's a step, but I still feel that his loyalty to you is dangerous. and I still feel that he does not have the personality to be in a leadership position in Starfleet. Now, having said that, it's your boat, Captain, and you need to put together your senior staff as you see fit. If you feel that he is the right fit for you, absolutely. No, please know, I will put in my recommendation in my official reports. Just want to make sure you're aware of that. I don't want any surprise coming up, but fair enough. And I sincerely hope he works out for you.
Thank you.
Is there anything you need from me?
If you have any updates or reports, please send them my way in terms of some of the exercises that and training schematics that you had done.
Sure.
Just for my records.
Of course.
Other than that, thank you again for all of your help.
Well, before it's formal, I would like to have a formal debrief on the Mazu as well with the entire senior staff. I don't just want to disappear. It's poor form, in my opinion, to do that. So once you're released, I would love to have a chat with senior staff and say farewells, if that's all right with you.
I can't possibly object to something like that.
Fabulous, thank you. Well, as soon as you're up, let us know and we'll put it together in the ready room on the Mazu.
Thank you, Captain.
Thank you. We'll see you soon. He takes off. Time passes long enough for Cade to get back. I mean, Cade, you're back at this point. But, I mean, the Mazu's getting ready to leave. So, if you want to get anything, you better jump in pretty quick.
Wherever the shuttle bringing me back lands, I ask the nearest person, is the Mazu still in dock?
Yes, it's still here.
Okay, excellent. Which way do I go to, or teleport room? Which
Transporter. Down that hall, go up.
Rifle library.
Rifle library.
Just past the
Where's that? Yeah.
Go that way. You'll get there.
Thanks. I tap him on the shoulder and I'm just off, like.
Okay, go ahead and transporter room.
And
Where's the beamer room?
Beamer room.
Where's the go to the other place?
It's with the goods.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
Threat level.
I guess request permission to come aboard.
Hailing over, you are going to get Ensign Nelson.
Okay.
Ensign Nelson answers, Mr. Cade.
Yes.
You're requesting permission to come aboard. Can I ask a reason?
I'd like to speak with Captain Rawl, if I may.
Captain Rawl is heading into a senior staff meeting. I can let her know afterwards if that's okay, or...
If it's all the same, I think I may need to intercept her before that meeting takes place.
Let me see if she's available.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate it.
Hold on. You did get a message from Nelson asking if Cade, or if you'd be available to speak with Cade.
I would like to have the time to take to address that. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Nelson comes back and says, "Oh, permission granted. We'll beam you over."
Thank you so much.
Cade, you're over, and where would you like to meet him at?
Ready room?
Ready room, where everybody is?
Nope.
Nope.
The other ready room.
The other ready room.
Is the ready room and the conference room are separate? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, isn't the conference room where the captain is going to want to do the thingy thing, or he?
Yeah, probably so.
With
Yeah,
everyone there?
but technically you're not captain of the Mazu yet. He hasn't relinquished command
Oh,
yet. So
okay. Can we just get like a kind of somewhere in medical sick bay, somewhere a little kind of quiet, private?
Just meet him at medical.
Okay.
All right.
Some kind of space closet.
I head to the Healy place.
Head to the Healy place in the space closet.
Yes, in the space closet.
You head to the Healy place, and George just stops and stares at you.
You missed me.
No.
Good. Captain here yet?
No.
Okay.
Oh wait, there she is. That's the one you're talking about.
Yeah. Yes.
That one's here.
I understand.
The
The
other one's
confusion.
up on the
Is he
bridge.
lieutenant?
Sure.
What is he?
Yeah.
But that one's
Do you
here.
mind if
that's the one you're looking
can
for?
Yes, that's exactly
Yep.
the one I'm looking for.
Great.
Yes.
Great. What do you want?
Can I? Can we have a few moments alone?
I mean, I'm working here.
Sure, but just
Petty officer?
don't listen in. Is all I meant.
Like I ever listen to you, anyways.
I walk
goes off
past
and does his thing.
George
I missed you.
and- Officer?
Captain, Glad to see you're better.
Thank you. Cade, with me?
Captain, yes.
We go somewhere private, yes?
Yeah, go for it.
How was your leave?
It was fantastic. It was very relaxing. I wish the mission weren't so urgent. I would have loved to have explored more of the countryside there. Maybe after we're done, I can head back there.
Well, if you're feeling torn, is this...
Not at all. I feel rejuvenated. I feel I feel a little exhausted. I did not get a great deal of sleep. The cycles were just kind of off. I tried to rest on the shuttle, but just didn't really happen.
This is a job interview.
But things.
Yeah, he's bombing it, huh?
He's really, man. Trust me to
But it
command.
was.
Cade, I'm going to cut you off right there.
Yes, ma'am.
I plan to reinstate you as a member of this crew with some conditions. Especially after you gave me just a quick rundown of what your time off was like. I have to admit, I'm a little disappointed to hear that you didn't take care of some self-care basics, like rest. It's of vital importance that as a member of the senior staff here, that you are taking care of others by also taking care of yourself. It is also critical that your allegiance to everyone on this ship is as strong as your allegiance to me.
Absolutely.
I was debriefed by Captain Archer, and he's, of course, as you understand, has some very strong feelings on the matter. But I've seen you in action more than he has when times are tense, when every decision matters. And I believe that you have what it takes to really give and be more to this crew, to this ship, and to Starfleet. But those are the areas that I want you to focus on to really fully inhabit and do justice to a commanding role. Do I make myself clear?
Absolutely, sir.
Then welcome aboard. Or welcome
Good to be
back, I
back.
should say.
If I could address a couple of your concerns immediately.
Please.
While I didn't get the traditional 8 hours, it was certainly very restful. It was very relaxing. I don't think I've enjoyed myself quite as much as it's. Have you ever been?
Can't say that I have.
It earns its reputation. It's a beautiful world.
That was a
Sorry.
Rawl here.
Captain Rawl, Captain Archer, we're in the ready room waiting. Are you ready?
On our way. We'll finish this later.
I'll fill you in later. Yeah, I have something for you as well. Remind me.
Too kind.
Heading up?
Let's go.
Heading up to the bridge, into the ready room where the rest of the senior staff and Captain Archer are. Is like, Captain Rawl, welcome aboard. And Chief Cade,
Captain Archer.
welcome aboard.
Thank you, sir.
Have a seat, everyone. Captain Rawl, you have been cleared for medical duty. I'm assuming that you're going to want to take command again.
As soon as possible.
We'll make it happen very soon. My ship is just off the base. I'll be over there shortly, and we'll go on our mission, and you will return on yours. Whatever weird and wacky mission that is. We'll see. I've left everything you need, all the information you need in your file, so you should be able to get everything you need. I am sure that your crew will want to update you on everything and find out what your next steps are. One of the reasons that I thought we should all be here, but also wanted to take a minute to speak to every one of you and say that it has been my distinct pleasure serving with you for the short time that I have been here. I had heard about the Mazu. In the past few weeks, the Mazu has had some chatter about it. So I will admit I was a little concerned coming on board until I came here and saw just what a fine crew this is. You should all be proud of what you accomplished and what you will accomplish, and I have nothing but the highest respect and admiration for everyone in this room. Whatever lies ahead for you, you will be able to conquer it. I sincerely believe that. And I hope that you all believe it too. Hope I didn't make too many changes to the ship, but the ship is yours, Captain.
Thank you, Captain.
Good luck with everything. Looks at Cade. And good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. I hope our paths cross again.
I think I do too. Let's see where it's at. He taps over on there, on his, what's the word I'm looking for here? Communicator. He taps over on his communicator to his ship.
Hockey thingy.
And
Bluetooth
calls
device.
over. He's like, "Can I get a point-to-point transport, please?" Like, "Yes, you can, Captain. Permission to leave the ship."
Permission granted.
Archer beaming over till it transports out, and you are in the room. You have command of the ship.
I'll make this short, just because I know we're all eager to get back on the trail. But I want to thank every single one of you. This has been just another notch in our belt of unforeseen circumstances, but I could not be more proud of how everyone has handled themselves. Commander Newman, the ship has done admirably well under your command. We certainly plan to put you in positions of leadership more, as you have really proven yourself in this regard.
Thank you, Captain.
Chief Engineer,
Mm-hmm.
the upgrades to the ship, from what I can tell so far, look like an upgrade.
We'll be a little better equipped for facing the unknown, as is our mission.
As is our mission. Chief Medical Officer,
Captain.
I'm glad that you've had enough of a change of perspective to come back and ready to rock this role.
Permission to address the staff?
Sure.
I just want to say the last few days, I want to apologize to each of you. My pride and my anger and my regret over the way things were going after the recovery of Captain Rawl led me to make some rash decisions that impacted my ability to work with this crew. And I want each of you to know that in the short time I've had to serve with you, please don't take that as a reflection of how I feel about each of you. I hold you in the highest esteem and respect, and I look forward to making up this time lost in this error with each of you in the days to come. And also I have souvenirs for when we're done, just as a heads up. And it's good to be back.
Thank you, Chief. Finally, Commander Morganth, I owe you a great debt. If it weren't for your skills, for your tenacity, and for everything that you did to help reconcile Rawl's hosts, and I am in your debt. So thank you.
Captain. I was just doing my job.
Of course. From a personal note, thank you. All right. Well, getting back on track, where do we stand on the Jennifer Prescott mission?
All right. We received more information while you were recovering. We did verify that the runabout made a stop at Starbase 105, and that an Andorian, which we are presuming was Shah Azaquin.
We get it.
We'll get whatever. Shah Azaquin did disembark and go to the Starbase. We don't have any further information than that. It was a couple of days ago now, but that is the most recent lead we have, and is significantly newer than when we left Starbase 234. So that is very hopeful. I do think it would serve us to just sort of review the facts of the case, figure out what we do and don't know, and see what theories we can come up with before we head off again. I do think getting underway while we do that is probably a good idea, since we do have some physical ground to cover. But yes, I believe that senior staff, and possibly including a science officer, in a planning meeting to sort of discuss the mission, that is my recommendation for next steps.
Okay. Any other recommendations?
No, I believe a discussion could be productive. But I guess I do have a recommendation. We should stop heading in that general direction while we're talking.
Understood. Who's on the con?
Nelson.
Nelson. Okay.
Nelson, who's been putting in a little extra time on that.
Lieutenant?
You noticed a marked improvement.
Ensign.
It's an ensign?
Ensign.
Yeah, most of our other crew is ensigns because they're all brand spanking new.
Straight out of Academy.
Bless their bright and shiny hearts.
Except for Delaran and George.
All right. Well, I
Straight out of
paged
Stone
Ensign Nelson to plot a course for Starbase 105. Let's see, Warp 4?
Let's juice it. We have time to make up.
That's true. Warp 8?
Warp 8. Yes, Captain. Captain, we're being hailed.
Of course we are. On screen.
Captain Archer comes back. Captain Rawl, getting settled in.
Getting settled in and on the road again.
Fabulous. So am I. Crew here needs a little shakedown. What do you say about another simulation? Just as we leave. It's already been set. You might want to put your shields up. It goes down. There's an Akira class ship.
Come on!
The Akira class Cetera starts maneuvering into position, and you see they are going into an attack pattern.
Okay.
Heading to sickbay, Captain.
Battle stations.
Ooh, is that a red alert?
Yeah.
I mean, he basically just, yeah.
Drop the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Let's
That's
do
what I'm
it.
talking about. Red alert.
Make this quick.
Let's make this.
We got stuff to do.
Got souvenirs to hand out.
Please, people. All right, they are taking an attack pattern. Who's up?
Sorry. I don't watch Star Trek much. What's an Akira class starship?
It's
It's the newest,
one of the newest.
fastest,
Yeah.
sexiest.
The
It's-
Ferrari
It's a good
next to us just started gunning itself and
It's
is like,
so-
And we're in a Buick.
Pretty much. Pretty
So
much.
Starfleet didn't make warships for a very, very long time.
Until the Borg.
Until the Borg showed up.
And the Akiras.
And then they made a small, fast, very effective warship.
And it's still bigger than the Constellation.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we're a tiny little ship.
Yeah, because what are we? We're a 4 and it's a
rude,
5.
Captain Archer. Just
Yeah, thank you.
It's not a galaxy. It's not a
a
galaxy class, but it's better equipped.
do we have any
Gotcha.
cloaking device? Can we just like,
Not yet.
We could.
We're working on it, though.
could we just peel out?
We could. We'd get in trouble for it.
Yeah.
Would you, though? I don't know.
His advice to us last time was
Well, it was description of better part of valor. It wasn't immediately run away.
Yeah, but at the same time, this is an optional exercise.
Captain,
I've just been through
you're
a
the captain of the
trauma.
ship. What do you want to do?
I want to skirt around this clown.
How are you going to do that?
I could literally punch it.
through him?
We've got a course set.
Well,
Oh
not
my God,
through him.
y'all, JR isn't here. We can't ram it.
We wouldn't want to anyway. It would damage my ship.
So when you say we could literally punch it, what does this mean?
I mean, he would probably catch up to us.
All right, let's do it. If he wants to catch up to us, then I'll just have words with him. I just got out of some serious surgical trauma. We have a job to do. I appreciate this show of display and macho fun, but another time, rain check.
So what's the order?
Punch it.
Punch it. Warp 8.
We're paid.
Yep.
Take that power off. Take that power off.
Yeah.
Hang on, what's the thing? I've got a thing because
You've got a thing that you might.
roll for each power used.
So that's 8.
So we just did 8. I need 3 more. Alright. And I have oh no, the focus doesn't help because I'm not doing. Okay. Effect means power not spent. Alright, so we just went to 8 and we're only spending 7.
That's.
So 15 minus 7 is
8.
Thank you.
You still have a lot of power, man. You got a lot of power on that ship.
You do.
You have a lot of power on that
Shields
ship.
up.
Like a Buick.
Yeah.
And shields. Yeah. So shields up is.
Hold on.
That's
That's
gonna
a
be a different
separate.
turn?
Yeah, it's going to be another turn. They took the first turn of attack pattern. You guys took your turn to get the hell out of Dodge. They're taking a turn. Warp 8. They're pursuing.
Great.
Now what do you want to do?
I want to hail Captain Archer. Have some words.
Shields up.
Hailing. Captain Arch comes on. Captain Rawl. Yes.
Captain Archer, I appreciate your pluck and your drive, but we have a job to do. I have just come back from days of being off duty, and we're going to have to reschedule this friendly little skirmish. Appreciate it. Out.
I'm like just over at Stetson being like,
Oh.
awkward.
Mom and Dad are fighting.
Shields up.
It's your turn. Are you bringing
Shields
tactical? Bringing shields up.
Yeah.
Tactical bringing shields up. That's a minor action. It's taking a power though.
It's 1.
What's the other tactical action?
So we've punched it. We've got shields up.
Can I censor, or is that not tactical?
I think
Well,
Packer
it's
puts
her turn.
stencils up.
She just
stencils
put
up,
shields
yeah.
up, so it's her turn.
Oh, it's a minor action.
So
I
we
get-
actually Con went first because they punched it,
Yep.
and now we're going to tactical with shields up. So what's the other tactical action you're going to take?
You can like ready an action, right?
Yeah, you can totally ready an action.
Yeah, we're waiting to see. I guess we can ready torpedoes.
Sure. Yeah, you can ready a torpedo. What's going to be the trigger?
You want an escalate?
Whether or not they back down.
It's a little vague. Give me something more specific.
If they
If they don't break off.
if they don't break off. You know what I mean? Like they're chasing us right now, right?
Yes. So you're saying that if in their next turn,
We can sense if they get ready to use their phasers, correct?
uh,
How about if
Weapons
they
load.
just
We got it.
if they shoot anything at us? If they
that's
actually
a little
if they-
clear.
Yeah,
That's a little clear.
that's
yeah.
fine. Yeah,
Okay.
if they shoot at us,
You're going to shoot at
we're
them.
gonna shoot back.
Torpedoes?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I
Okay.
think we made ourselves pretty clear. If they are going to
Torpedoes.
keep coming after us, they're kind of asking for it. Am I right? Am I right?
God.
You are interfering with a Starfleet investigation. Break off course and return to your assignment.
Okay. They are preparing to fire photon torpedoes.
Bunch of clowns.
You're
Oh,
gonna
then
fire.
we're gonna fire torpedoes.
You're firing
at them.
torpedoes. Fire your torpedoes.
Fire the
Wait,
torpedoes
they
at
just
them.
prepared?
They're going to fire torpedoes. Her action ready is going to interrupt their action of firing the torpedoes. So she's going
Like
to get
magic,
taken.
the gathering. This is an interrupt.
It's an interrupt. That's exactly it.
She held her action.
Right.
Does that mean Archer was a plant?
No.
It's a training simulation.
It's a training.
Or is it?
He's been doing that the entire time he's been in command. He's been
It's a
training the
training
team.
simulation, but it's actually happening on the ship with us doing the thing and
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we
being
did
in the
before.
mission.
What
Yeah.
we did before was also training.
Yeah,
It's just being like, dogs.
It's just
And they're
not.
like,
He's,
It's It's with laser. It's with laser tag
toy.
ammo instead of real ammunition.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
what
All
And
right.
he's also shaking down his ship.
Honestly, if I can metagame, he's doing this for his crew. He doesn't care about what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
He's doing it
Yeah.
for his crew right
Yeah.
I think he's also doing it because he's having I think that he is having fun. I think he just met us and he liked us and he was just on our side.
This is
And I think
love
that
language.
he is.
I mean, he may be. I don't
I
know.
think it's a little column A, a little column B.
Maybe so. Maybe so. But fire your torpedoes.
Just in
No,
case,
I'm
I
just
think I should get my
looking to
rifle.
see-
It should be on that other sheet I gave you all last
Does that
week.
mean if you
The new
guys
ones.
fight together, you can make like a Voltron of like a dagger rifle?
Yes, that's exactly
It's just
what
a bayonet.
Yeah.
It's not as cool as it
I'm
sounds.
telling you.
Well, it's a
we
space
put you-
bayonet.
We
It's
put
a
you
space
in
bayonet.
a spacesuit in that giant forward
Space-inet.
shuttle bay.
Yeah, get me on a tether and I'm going to Drax my way out of the ship and just start firing it.
What are you looking for?
Okay.
Make you know that or
We
not?
don't have any, so I
Have
will.
no momentum. You can give me threat.
Yeah, I'll give you a threat.
Okay. Difficulty 3. It's on the new sheet.
I know, but it's also in this sheet.
Okay, fair enough.
3 successes.
That's a hit. Roll some damage.
Destroy them. Is it for the ship? It is.
Oh, torpedoes? Photon torpedoes are 7. High yield.
Make them pay for their arrogance.
And I can. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 effects.
7. Okay.
Yeah.
Does that do anything to an Akira class?
I mean, you hit them.
It's points.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you hit them.
Tickles them.
Now their torpedoes are coming online.
Torpedoes.
Torpedoes away.
Torpedoes.
Oh, that's totally hit.
Shoot, 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 shoot.
So exciting.
That's how they sound.
Yeah. You brought this to life.
That's a torpedo noise. You were doing more like a phaser noise.
Yeah.
Or a Star Wars thing.
Oh, nothing. They did very little to you. 3. I think your resistance absorbed all that.
Our resistance is 4. Yep.
Yep, resistance absorbed all that. That was just a glancing blow with the torpedo. What's your next move, y'all?
Can we do evasive maneuvers?
That's Con. Con moved first.
Connor already
Tactical.
gone. So we need to make sure that we give sensors the opportunity to do their thing every round because that's mining for advantage, basically.
Yeah.
And
I
then
want to
also,
censor.
I'm going to need to do a power thing at some point.
So which is first? Sensors or
Let's
engineering?
go ahead and do sensors.
Sensors, you're up.
I want the sensors.
But then
Run
I wanna go right
sensors.
after.
I'm gonna roll reason and science, and if the ship could roll sensors and science, which is 12.
So just 1.
Success from the ship.
Yay!
2, so that's 3 successes.
3 successes.
And what was the difficulty?
Difficult, and that's 1, I believe, right?
Zero.
Or no, zero,
Scan
zero,
for
zero.
weakness. Am I doing sensor sweep or scan for weakness?
No, you're scanned for weakness. That's giving you the
Yeah.
advantage. So you're scanned for weakness.
Okay, so 2.
Well,
Yeah, you get 2 on that.
no. Difficulty is 1 + 1 per range beyond
Yeah.
close, and we have to spend an energy on that.
Yeah, so you're not going to be at close range. We'll say you're at medium range. So let's just give that 1 momentum instead of 2.
Okay.
And you gotta spend 1.
Well, then I will
But it's successful, so your next attacks reduce difficulty.
regen.
Great. Great.
Great,
That's
great.
for you.
Did the thing.
That's for you.
Thank you.
None of these other fools can
So what did
Yeah.
so what does
sit
that
down.
get you?
What's that?
What does that get you? Scan for weakness equals next attack is move your hand. I can't there. Next attack gains piercing 2.
Oh,
Oh,
is
yeah.
that it? Okay, that's right. That's right.
2 piercing!
Yeah, 2 piercing.
Two piercing.
Yeah, now it says piercing 2 here, but on my other sheet it says
Man.
Okay. You guys are back up, I guess. We've got engineering rolling through.
Yeah, let's go ahead and where's my thingy? That's first.
What's
no.
what does CD mean?
No.
Challenge dice. It's the 6-sided.
There we go. I want power manage. Wait. Oh, wait. These are the old ones. What am I looking at? Power management. There we go. Cool. So I'm gonna do that. So that's control and engineering. Difficulty 2. And I have focus and power systems. Just don't understand.
What'd you get?
I got 1.
Wow. Okay. Well,
That's not enough.
not enough. All right. Well, that's okay. They're going to take their next move.
Nope, that's all good.
Yep. And you guys are back up. You've got 3 more stations left to roll if you want to.
Who do we have in columns?
You got command. Anybody can do
Nelson.
comms.
Oh.
Nelson, yeah, we'll say Nelson's on comm.
Okay.
Well, Nelson's con, right?
Oh.
Oh yeah, Nelson is con. So we can put somebody else on there. Who would else be up there? We'll say McCourt's on comms right now.
Yeah, sure.
For communication.
Yep.
Can comms do anything useful?
I mean, you tell me.
I don't know. I don't know what their list is.
Yeah, we don't know anything about that.
They've got hailing frequencies, respond to hail, intercept, signal jamming, or signal jamming or damage report. And the damage report helps in breaches.
Okay, so we don't need
But only
that.
on breaches.
You have no breaches right now.
What was one right before that?
The signal jamming
What does that do?
interferes with communications from the enemy.
I mean,
It's not.
don't- that's-
Should we
that's
just
better
hail
than
them again
nothing.
and then really
Go ahead and
ask
make the
them?
turn. I mean, like if it's potentially momentum mining at the very
Yeah.
least.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
Jam them up.
Jam them up. It's going to take 1 power to do that.
Oh.
No.
Don't jam them up.
Don't jam them up.
Just chill.
Just
Roll.
throw jam at them.
You can do a command thing if you want. You have command options.
All right. I think that would be, let's see.
They're pretty fun.
Combat, action, starship.
I got to do some of them. It was pretty great.
Do I only have 2 command tasks? Create advantage, direct once per scene, rally, generate momentum, create a task. I'm not sure what other tasks I want us to do other than just get the blip out of here.
I mean, yes.
Is this something where I can call evasive maneuvers and we just like somehow slink our way out super quick?
Evasive's really only just going to make it harder for them to hit. And since you've already done a con move that turn, it'll be an increased difficulty. But you can create an advantage, and whatever that advantage may be, I don't know, get creative. I mean, you do have a runabout with weapons on it now. You have 5 other shuttles. You have 2 pilots.
You could send McCourt down to the runabout with Mendron on weapons.
To keep attacking at them?
We just have to make sure that we don't lose the roll.
Right? We just upgraded them.
Well, it's not actually going to get damaged.
I know. Just make sure that they keep up. Launching
I'll
it-
lose this.
Well,
like,
they're not going to keep up at 8.
no.
Yeah, the runabout can't do it.
Runabout can't do it.
And also launching a shuttle at warp seems like a.
Can we somehow harness the power from the runabouts, either from main systems or weapons, to juice us up and skedaddle even faster?
Can we use some crazy warp technology to create a space quake?
Yes! Suddenly,
We traveled
Sector-wide.
back in time. You were Jennifer Prescott all along.
oh my god.
Jennifer Prescott.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I didn't spend 8 years and then travel back in time.
Live a whole different life for you to call me.
Can I create an
Jennifer.
advantage for Izzy to juice up our power somehow even quicker or faster, or...
I would say that's probably going to be more of a direct.
Okay.
So you can direct her. I'll let you do another, because you're basically telling her to do something else. Do that.
Is that helpful to you?
Yeah. We're at less than
There you go.
power right now.
Yeah, let's do that.
So do that. Your assist is going to be command and whatever discipline works. Let's say on this one, I think it's going to probably be engineering. Command and engineering will be your assist and your normal.
Okay, command and engineering for me.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll be assisting me, and I'll be doing.
I'm doing 2 disciplines, not an attribute.
What?
Command and
Oh,
engineering.
Oh, I'm
Control
sorry.
and engineering.
Yeah, control and engineering.
Okay, great. I can roll 2 for this.
Wait,
and-
she would.
Sorry, I was
she
looking at the
rolling
wrong
2 or she
sheet.
rolling 1?
Just one. It's an
Just
assist.
one?
She's rolling 1 as an assistant. I'm doing it again.
Actually, you know what? Roll 2, because this is going to be your task. So roll 2,
Okay.
and then you roll your normal 2. You're doing your normal task. Just you do your normal task.
I'm like
You do
bearing
your
down,
normal
basically.
task.
Okay.
Okay. Control and engineering.
Mm-hmm.
2 successes.
Yes. 3 successes for me.
There you go. So you're gonna get
So
your.
that's-
5.
So what is that? I don't. Okay, power management can succeed. No. What's the thing? It doesn't have a total. Wait.
Power management difficulties 2.
Yeah, difficulty 2. Okay, so we
So
got
you-
5. So we get 3
3.
momentum,
Mm-hmm.
and then what's the actual mechanism? Because it's not on here.
Power management.
Yeah. Like what is power management do?
Difficulty 2. Oh.
Yeah, it just doesn't say what.
Oh.
Is it just?
It should have said it on there. I apologize if it's not on there.
Yeah. How much
I'll
does
have to look it up.
There we go. Difficulty 2 can say on success the ship gains 1 power plus 1 power per momentum spent repeatable. So
We just gain momentum. We have to spend that to juice up the power.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
do
we
you
got
want to want
1.
to spend those 3 momentum
Yeah.
and then we get 4 power back and
Yes.
we're sitting real
I
pretty.
like that
Yeah.
plan.
Good. What did I
Can't get
just-
much better than that.
Is that
10.
7?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Rawls command.
All right.
That was Rawls command.
Nice command.
Teamwork. Crew.
Okay, we've got 2 more. We've got sick bay, comms we don't need to do. Okay, do you do anything? You're just gonna.
I mean, I can only patching up wounded and first aid is my
Not a
only.
lot
And
happening
if there's
right
not anybody in there,
Not a lot happening out there. Yeah.
like everyone is a-okay down here. How are you?
Plus, this is fake.
Yeah, yeah. George and I are catching up at this point. Yeah, we're good down here. Nobody's injured, fake injured, or whatever we're doing.
Kira is closing. You do see that they are in another attack pattern coming around. Khan is up. What's the move?
Deep bags. Evasive maneuvers.
Basic maneuvers. Fail.
Ramirez.
All right. Photon torpedoes away. And that is going to be a hit.
How much?
I don't know yet.
Ramirez is kind of like, I think it was LeBron James like 10 years ago. Practice thing.
These guys.
Yeah.
Practice.
These guys are not doing much of anything. Tactical's up.
Scary.
They're
He
going
doesn't
to
do
have
practice.
a good debrief after this.
Hmm.
Can we moon them? I meant with an actual moon.
With an actual moon?
Yeah.
Yes, fine.
Yeah.
Whip
Take a
around.
look
them.
at that.
So we have decreased difficulty.
I have piercing. So
Yeah,
on a
piercing's
hit,
2.
it's piercing 2, so that ignores resistance.
Okay.
So, Pierce 2.
Okay. Then let's actually do phasers.
All right.
We've got the power. It's
Yeah.
piercing. And it'll be just a normal.
There's going to be a range problem, but
Oh yeah.
Is there? Are they distant?
far away?
We'll
I thought
say
we were medium.
We'll say they're at medium. Yeah.
Yeah,
the
that's-
photon
that's-
torpedoes are more difficult, but medium you're in
Yeah.
good range.
gotcha. I didn't know that was. Medium's good. All right.
Medium's good for phasers, as
I
long
want
as
to
it's
spend that
torpedoes.
momentum.
Okay. Here, spend a momentum. Plus any additional challenge die or bot inflicts 1 additional CD per bonus D20 bot.
Yeah, you'll have to give me a threat if you're buying more challenge dice.
Okay.
Oh, I thought I could spend a momentum for a dice.
You can, but if you want to get any more, you'll have to give threat.
Oh.
So if you earn momentum with this roll that you're doing with 3 die, we get momentum back, and then you can spend that for more of the challenge dice.
Ding.
Yep.
Sure.
Just roll it.
So we'll-
Yeah.
Yeah, just make that
Yes.
attack. Just make that attack.
3 successes.
That's a hit. Roll some damage.
What was
And
our
what
Does
was
she get any
what
ship
was
assist with
difficult?
that?
Difficulty's 2 on that.
Okay, so we get 1.
1.
So
Does she
you
get any
buy-
ship assists with that?
Oh yeah,
or-
you should have had a ship
Oh yeah, ship
assist.
assist. Yeah, so the ship assist
Might get a little more.
What's the ship assist?
Ship is here.
It is weapons and security.
All right, so that's 9 and 4, so 13.
Success.
One more momentum. There you go.
2 successes because that's
Lower than the discipline?
It's 2, so it's
Oh,
lower
lower
than discipline.
Yep.
Lower than
department.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Definitely got
Crushing
it.
it. I know you didn't want
I
this
definitely
fight.
got it. I don't remember what it was.
How many?
Dang.
You got 1,
I got 1.
and it was difficulty
it's
9,
okay.
yeah?
Difficulty 2.
Oh, it was difficulty 2, and you got.
I got three, but
Three.
one of them was
Minute.
lower. One of them was like a 2, but it's fine.
Okay.
I
We'll go
didn't
with
catch
that.
it at
We'll
the
go with
time.
Okay. You want to buy another challenge die? You get one for free. Well, not for free, but because of what I did, you can buy another challenge die.
So it's 7, and then I'll make it 8.
Yeah.
To like super spank them.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's send it back to the mamas.
And I would like to spend 1 to re-roll challenge dice.
Okay, so
Okay. You get to reroll all of them?
was that all of them?
No, you can
to
you can
reroll
pick.
however many you want.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you can pick any you want,
Okay.
Basically, all the blanks get rerolled.
which I will take.
Because that's going to get us way over their resistance.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 effect.
Okay.
And piercing 4
Piercing 4.
all together
Nice.
because it's piercing 2
Right.
for normal and then 2 more piercings.
So let me do some quick math in my brain here, real quick.
Okay, do it.
So what was your
Their ship
damage
fake
again?
explodes.
9.
9. 1 effect.
You had piercing 2.
Piercing.
Right,
2.
and then there's
Got it.
also piercing up. Just phasers in general.
Right.
They like to pierce.
They like to pierce.
They like to pierce.
They like to pierce.
The phasers, they like to pierce.
The phasers. They do nothing.
Okay, and phaser is also versatile, so that gives you momentum on successful attacks. You should have 2 more momentum off that.
Okay,
We'll
great.
take it.
This is working out great.
Hey, it's almost like we've practiced and
Right.
we're better.
Weird how that works. Wow, all that stuff
crazy.
going on. You know what?
The Akira turns around and goes back to Neo Tokyo.
Yeah.
They're firing phasers.
No, that's the opposite of what I said.
Yes, that's going to be a hit.
Ah. Ah. Well, they have at least.
Oh,
piercing
ouch.
too.
It's going to be 9.
9.
So they're basically
9 damage,
bullying
so
us.
0.
Okay,
We
so
made this up
that
already.
means that we take 5.
Yes.
But no, it's a running gig.
Right.
5 off your shields.
5 off
and
the shields.
Yep.
Does that mean we get a thing?
Oh, that is a breach. Yep.
5.
Yep. That is going to be a breach. Your breach is going to be. Where's my breach list? Where's my breach list?
Our
There it
breaches
is.
are showing.
Oh, weapons.
Oh, that's good.
Weapons are going to have a damage on them. Can't make any attacks or attempt any task assisted by weapons until someone from the tactical station does a restore minor actions.
Until someone from tactical does?
From tactical. That is tactical station. Sensors are up.
I will scan for. Do we have? What's our power at?
Why does it have to be tactical that does the rest?
That's what the rules say.
Okay.
That's why.
So is that one of those where I could try to do it, but it would be...
You'd have to transfer
it would be
control.
harder?
So yeah, it would work.
Okay.
Well, the minor action would, but you have to transfer control, and then you would be doing tactical actions.
Okay.
Okay, roll for your scan for weakness thing.
Yeah. Oh, well, I just want to check. Is power good enough to scan for me?
Yep.
All right. We'll scan it.
Power is actually real good right now.
And someone can roll for the ship as well. 12.
Fail.
1.
1.
Yeah.
Scan for weakness 6 too, right?
Yep.
Fail on that. You're getting a hail.
On screen.
Captain Rawl, I appreciate you. Really do. Really do. But my team needs a little work. So we're going to break off. Wish you the best of luck. I wish your crew the best of luck. And as they say back in the days, Godspeed. May the wind be at your backs.
Thank you for the sentiment and the exercise. Captain Roll out.
And Akira pulls away, peels off to the side. Oh, I forgot to say one more thing.
On screen.
Nice shot. Goes by. Yeah, so Kira peels off.
I'll just walk over and just shake your hand real quick. That was teamwork. It was teamwork.
What a good shot, man.
Good teamwork.
We're still underway. Look at that.
And you're still on the way. You're at Warp 8, headed towards wherever you want to go.
105.
Yeah, do you guys want to do any last minute talks, or do you want to wait until next session to get it rolling?
I'd like to, as surreptitiously as possible, leave. There's a bottle of beer for Commander Newman with a label that explains the tradition of the Denevan people that they're miners. So when they brew, there's a small brew that they make, but they actually take it down into the mines and bury it.
Okay, not mine.
To-
O-R-S.
No, miners. People who mine. Yes, but yeah, it's a child penal colony.
Oh,
still at Red Alert.
those words don't go well.
No, they really don't. I
Well, she didn't say
immediately
stop,
regret
so.
They let
Yes,
they
we're
let
out
it
of Red Alert,
ferment down in the mine before they dig it up and drink it. So I leave that for you. There's a very small but very well formed crystal. Because they're renowned for the Denevan crystals are actually very valuable and very rare, and this was the only one that I could afford was the small one, but it's waiting there for you.
And I
And
absolutely
they
know
ferment
what
it down in a
is,
mine.
and I love
Yes,
it.
exactly. Also true. Yeah. And for Captain Rawl, there is a small disc with a recording, and it sounds like there's kind of the sound of like rustling public, like this is clearly like in a crowded place. People are kind of talking. There's a lot of background chatter. Your sound similar to a drum, a flute, and something like a balalaika playing, and then this female voice starts singing. And if you know the language, it's Bajoran, and it goes on for a bit, and then a male voice joins it, and the song plays out as a duet between the two of them, and then the recording ends.
Symbolic, not a romantic overture.
No, it's a drinking song. It's like it's a rousing.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's
No. If you know Bajoran, it's
arousing,
like
but not arousing.
no, exactly. Yes.
Got it. Okay.
It's
Unless that's your
if you
thing.
know the translation, it's about it's a story about the Bajoran version of essentially a fox or a vole, and a farmer trying to chase it down.
Nice.
It's just sort of like it's just a very like
And not about the thrill of the hunt. Like I really should not
no.
be reading
He
it
does,
out.
no, the fox gets away.
Chasing the critter out of the vegetable patch.
Yeah,
Cool,
but the vole, the varmint outsmarts him in every verse.
Cool.
And it's kind of like a children like folk tale, and it's a very like bouncy, buoyant
Fun.
kind of
Okay.
tune. But it becomes like the woman is the fox, the man is the farmer, and they kind of sing back and forth
Okay.
over the course of it.
Cool.
And the voice sounds a little familiar to you.
All right.
Anything for Morgan?
No. She's got nothing. She's got nothing.
She got her gift already.
Anything else you guys want to do real quick? Real quick.
Have our conversation.
I know. I thought we were going to.
Yeah, no time for it. This isn't like a big deal, and we don't have to role play it out. But I'll meet with the captain, and we'll share that bottle, and we're not going to talk. Is this drink in silence?
Love it.
It's solid right
Love
there.
it.
Oh, and the crystal has the rest of the Endorian ale that you left with me. I returned the bottle.
Oh, that's nice. You think you're doing?
I am actually journaling.
Oh wow, you're
That
actually
wasn't-
journaling.
Oh no, of course I journal.
Of course, I love that so much.
Can I basically knock at the door?
My door?
Yeah, your door. While you.
Can you knock on her door?
No. The answer was going to be yes, but now it's no.
Here aboard the Mazu.
Oh, nice. Nice. Well done. You actually have a message waiting for you. You weren't expecting it, but there's a message. Sorry. Someday.
But like seriously, I want to knock.
So keep your eyes on.
I feel it's in character.
It is.
He's even angling it away. So rude.
Oh man.
So rude.
What a serious face he's got. Look how serious his face is. Shit.
That's a thoughtful chew, you guys.
All right.
Are you at my door?
I don't select either option.
You just let it sit there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Do you like me?
What were you going to say?
I cackled.
knock.
Oh, you not? Quick knock.
Or bing.
Bing bong.
Doorbell. Bing bong.
Yeah. Yes.
I am standing at your door with 2 practice batlets. I think we should invite the captain to our next sparring session.
I think that's a good idea.
These are for you.
Thank you.
Because you see, the captain made an honor pact thing with the Klingons that involved potentially fighting with batleths, which is a thing I'm willing to bet that you know how to do, and I'm not sure she does. So,
I think that's quite adept foresight.
just a thought that I had. I'm really glad you're both back and that we're back on your way.
Me too. I'm journaling.
Happy journaling, and
And on that, we're going to call it a day. So we are going to see you all next week. And we're finally going to have that freaking conversation about what the heck is going on.
I'm
Maybe.
going to make time to update the notes. There will be a list of questions.
I'm gonna go ham with some
Preparing
crazy
the report.
ideas.
Love it. So that'll definitely be happening next time. But the crew's back together, y'all.
The whole
Came,
team is back together.
talked his way back in. Let's see what else we got going on. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So we'll be back next week with more stuff. Oh, before I forget. Hey, you want a cool shirt?
They're
Yeah,
cool
you
shirts.
do.
I'm
want
gonna
a
get a
cool
cool
shirt.
shirt.
I want a cool shirt too. You should get a cool shirt. Again, the pre-order is going on right now. Super cheap, 25% off at $18, but that's only until the 31st. So grab them now. Do your pre-orders. Tell your friends. Tell all your people, friends, enemies, neighbors, relatives, whatever, whoever you want to tell. Just tell the people and do
And
the thing.
I can tell you from experience, when you wear a jersey style T-shirt, like those half sleeves or 3/4 sleeves,
rack.
That's what that
people
is.
really like them and they compliment you.
They really do.
I own
So
like
good,
2 or
yeah.
3, and every time I put them on, somebody says something nice about what I'm wearing. It's crazy. If you just cover up more of your arm, people love it.
It's amazing. It's weird.
And don't just think of yourself. These make excellent gifts.
It's true.
Birthdays.
Who hasn't encountered an
I'm gonna
omelet?
buy one for myself and as a gift.
Isn't that great? Because
For
Christmas
yourself.
is coming up
The
in like
holidays
what?
are coming
Right,
up.
month?
It's
you
all
know?
for me.
A lot of holidays are coming.
Yeah, there are a lot of holidays coming
Self-present.
up. There's a lot of stuff happening.
Happy Labor Day
It's exactly what I wanted.
How anomalous!
for all my hard work.
We're gonna get out of here. We will see you next time next week. Remember, take care of yourselves. Take care.